Sir, this chapter, that is chapter 2, we will divide into 3 parts. Clear? So all the questions of this chapter we will divide into 3 parts. First part will be portfolio analysis. Clear? First part will be portfolio analysis. And second part will be competitive strategy. And third and final part will be miscellaneous concepts. Sir, portfolio analysis mein we are going to study about product life cycle. Clear? These are the concepts what we are going to study. Product life cycle. Clear? This is one of the most important chapters in our syllabus and a lengthy chapter also. Second concept we have is experience curve. Third one we have is strategic business unit. Strategic business unit. Then we have BCG analysis. Then we are going to study about ants of product matrix. Then we are going to study about GE matrix. Clear? GE matrix. Then we are going to study about ADL matrix. Then SWOT analysis. And then TOWS matrix. Clear? These are the 9 concepts what we are going to study in which one, sir? Portfolio analysis. Then coming to competitive strategy. Sir, competitive strategy mein we are going to study the meaning of competitive strategy. Then we are going to study about competitive landscape. Then we are going to study about factors to perform industry and competitive analysis. And then competitive advantage. Then we are going to study about core competency. Then we are going to study about value chain analysis. Value chain analysis. Okay, so 9 concepts here and 6 concepts here, 15 concepts. And then we have, clear, the third one is miscellaneous concepts. Sir, miscellaneous concepts mein we are going to study about globalization. Only one concept, that is globalization. Here only one concept, globalization. Clear? So these are in total how many, sir? 9 plus 6, 15 and plus 1. These 16 concepts we are going to study in chapter number 2, that is dynamics of competitive strategy. Clear? Now first let us start with portfolio analysis. First we will start with portfolio analysis. Portfolio analysis. Sir, first of all, what exactly do we mean by portfolio? Sir, portfolio means group of products or services. It's a group of products or services or businesses which make up a company. Clear? I repeat, the group of products, services or businesses which make up a company is called as which analysis? Portfolio analysis. Now let us say, for example, just give me a minute, I will share one photo on the screen. 1 minute. Just a minute. If there is some technical issue, unable to share the photo, I'll just write here. Let us say, for example, Tata Group. Clear? Let us take an example of Tata Group. Now, Tata Group mein there are many businesses, right? Tata Group mein there are many businesses. So, Tata Steel is there. Then we have Tata Taj Group of Hotels. Clear? Taj Group of Hotels. We have Tata Titan. We have Tata Consultancy Services, TCS. Tata Motors we have. Tata Power we have. Like this, all these companies put together, all these businesses of Tata put together, what is it called for Tata? Portfolio. All these businesses of Tata put together is called what? Portfolio. Analyzing the portfolio is called what? Portfolio analysis. Clear? So multiple products of a company, multiple services provided by a company, or multiple businesses of a group of company is called what? Is called as portfolio. Clear? Is called as what? Portfolio. Now, what exactly do we mean by this portfolio analysis? Sir, portfolio analysis means it is nothing but it's a technique. Clear? It's a technique used by management. Clear? Portfolio analysis is a technique used by management to find out expected results. Expected results. Example, sir, expected results ka example. Let us say, for example, we can say expected results means to understand. I want to understand which business requires more investment, which business requires less investment, and which business requires no investment. Clear? I want to analyze all the companies, I want to analyze all my businesses, and then want to decide. Clear? I want to analyze all my companies, and then I want to decide in which company I should invest more money, in which company I should invest less money, in which company I should not invest money. Let us take Tata only. Let us take Tata May. Here Tata May, I will give you three options. Tata recently acquired Big Basket, right? I hope you all know about this. Then Tata Motors is there. Clear? Clear? Tata Motors. In Tata Motors, Tata Nano product. And then we have Tata Consultancy Services, TCS. Now tell me which business of Tata according to you is not giving profits to Tata? Which product of Tata according to you is running into losses? Tata Motors ka product Tata Nano. So here in this case, Tata will invest more money, will it invest less money, or will it invest no money? There is no investment required. Close that business, stop manufacturing Nano. Why? It is resulting in the losses. Sales are only not there. Big Basket is a recently acquired company, so in order to expand, it has to invest more money. So more investment is required here. And then TCS. TCS may, since it's a well-established company, it's a very stable company, that is why less investment is required. So how will I know which company may more money I should invest? How do I know which company may less money I should invest? In which company I should invest not I should not invest at all? I will come to know only by performing which analysis, sir? Only by performing which analysis? Portfolio analysis. So what is a portfolio analysis, sir? It's a technique. It's a technique used by management to find out what expected results. Example of expected results: how much to invest. Clear? In which company should I invest more money? In which company I should invest less money? In which company I should not invest only any money? That is called what? That is called as example of portfolio analysis. But one more thing, sir, portfolio analysis, one more thing, portfolio analysis is performed by multi-product or multi-service or multi-business organization. Clear? Now let us say, for example, I'm having only one business. Portfolio analysis is not required. Portfolio means group of businesses. I'm having multiple products. I'm having multiple services. I'm having multiple companies. That is why only big companies who have many products in their portfolio, who have many services they are providing, and many types of businesses they are having, sir. That type of big companies should only perform portfolio analysis. Clear? Now, but sir, why to perform portfolio analysis? Just now we discussed, right? It helps a business. It helps business to decide. Clear? It helps business to decide how to divest. Clear? How to direct resources. Clear? How to direct resources from cash-rich business, from cash-rich business, to business. Clear? From cash-rich business to business which has bright future. Like in case of Tata, which is a very cash intensive business, TCS. So TCS is generating very huge revenue for whom? Tata. I repeat, TCS is generating very huge revenue for Tata. So that is why what will Tata do? Tata will remove some money what it has earned from TCS and it will invest in big basket. It will not invest in nano. Why? No investment is required. I will remove money from TCS and invest in big basket. But how do I know from which business I should receive money? From which business may I should invest money? From where to remove and where to invest? How will I know? I will know only after performing which analysis? Portfolio analysis. Clear? Next. So portfolio analysis also helps. Clear? It also helps businesses. Clear? It also helps businesses to design sorry, multiple strategies. Example, sir, I can prepare expansion strategy. Clear? It can be expansion strategy. I can also decide about stability strategy. Then it can be, one more example, retrenchment strategy or combination strategy. Clear? Which strategy should I follow? So who will help me in deciding? Portfolio analysis. Once I perform portfolio analysis, I will come to know which business may expansion is required, which business may stability is required, which business may retrenchment or liquidation is required, in which business multiple strategies have to be followed. All these things I will come to know only and only when I perform what? Only and only when I perform portfolio analysis. So in simple words, if I have to sum up, if we have to sum up in short, what is portfolio, sir? Group of products, businesses or services what a company offers is called what? Portfolio. Analyzing the portfolio to decide which company requires more investment, which company requires less investment, which company requires no investment. I will also be able to decide from which company I should remove money, in which company I should invest money. If I want to do all this analysis, I need to perform which analysis? Portfolio analysis. I hope you understood the concept. Anyone has any doubts in portfolio analysis? Simple concept. So we started with chapter number 2. Chapter number 2 में we started with part number 1, that is portfolio analysis, and that is from question number 5. Clear? Question number 5. We started with directly with question number 5. 1, 2, 3 and 4 we will see later on. Clear? Now here we understood what is portfolio analysis. and who performs portfolio analysis. Now let us see the techniques of portfolio analysis. One is strategic business unit, experience curve, and then we have product life cycle. We have strategic business unit, we have experience curve, we have product life cycle. These three concepts come under what, sir? Come under portfolio analysis. So portfolio analysis may we have to learn how many concepts? Three. So portfolio analysis, here we have three options, three things. Number one is strategic business unit, that is SBU. This we are going to discuss in detail in chapter number 7. We have a detailed concept, very big concept relating to SBU. So we are directly going to discuss in chapter number 7 only. Right? As of now, we are not going to discuss. Then we have second one, clear product life cycle. Product life cycle. And third one we have to study is experience curve. Experience curve. So first let us start with product life cycle. Product life cycle. Clear? every product का life cycle में we have 4 stages. I repeat, every product के life cycle में we have 4 stages. One is introduction, growth, stability, decline. How many stages, sir? 4 stages. Every product life cycle में we have 4 stages. One is introduction, then we have growth, then we have stability, and then we have decline. Clear? We have introduction, we have growth, we have stability, and we have decline. Introduction, growth, stability, decline. Together they are called what, sir? Together they are called as product life cycle. Let me copy this image first too, then we will discuss this one. So this is अपना product life cycle का image. Now let us understand. So how many stages are there, sir? Introduction, growth, maturity, decline. Now let us see what exactly happens in introduction stage, what happens in growth stage, what happens in maturity stage, what happens in decline stage. Now tell me, when a company enters into the market, with a new product, it will always start with which stage? When a company enters into the market with a new product, it will always start with which phase? Introduction phase. So can I say introduction में do people know? Clear? Introduction में very less people know about the product. Very less people know about product. Why, sir? I may do very less advertisement, I may do, right? Very less people know about my product. Why? I might be doing very less advertisement, that is why. Because of this, sales will be very less. Sales will be very less. Now my question is, when sales are less, even though when sales are less, I want profits. Will I increase the price or will I decrease the price? Even though sales are less, I still want profits. In that situation, should I decrease the price or increase the price? I will increase the price. Since sales are less, I will increase the price. Why? Because I want profits. And since very less number of people know about my product, sales are very less, price is very less, competition is also less. Competition is also very less. Clear? Very less competition. Competition is less. Sir, price is less. Price is more. Sales will be less. Competition will be less. Very less number of people come to know about my product. Because of all these things, in introduction stage, my market share, here my market share is very less. Why it is very less, sir? Because people don't know about my product. Market share is very less. Now, once introduction, every company, every product का क्या है, sir? Introduction will come, then slowly it will grow, then it will mature, then product will fall, means sales will fall and decline stage will come. Now imagine a company ka introduction stage is over. Now it enters into which stage? Growth stage. In growth stage, what will happen? More number of people will come to know about my product. More people know about, clear, more people know about product. Since more people know about the product, what is going to happen? Obviously sales is going to increase. That is why I'm growing, right? How can my business grow? How can my product grow if there are no sales? And then what is going to happen? Because of this, competition is going to increase. And then, clear, because of this, my market share is going to increase. My market share is going to increase. Clear? So more people will come to know about my product, sales will increase, competition will increase, market share will increase. In which stage? Growth stage. Again, from growth, what will happen? Business will stabilize. Maturity stage is also called what? Stability stage. Stability stage. Clear? Stability stage. Stability stage is also called as maturity, where what will happen? Now people are fed up of my company. Like people, there are a lot of options available in the market now, because of which what has happened? Sales will grow, my business will grow, but sales growth is very less. Is very less. Sales growth is very less. Because of this, what will happen? Because of this, competition will be very high. Competition is very high. Why competition is very high? Because lots of options are available to companies, lots of options are available to customers. And then what is going to happen? Since competition is high, many competitors are there, very less number of people are buying my products. That is why what will happen? Sales will decrease. Sales will decrease. And because of which, what will happen? Profits will decrease. Profits will decrease. And then we have decline stage. Decline matlab sales will not fall. Here sales reduces drastically. Sales reduces drastically, not little, not 10, 5%, 20%, 15, 30, 40% sales will decrease drastically. Because of which what will happen? Profits will decrease. Because of which profits will decrease. And when profits decreases, what should I do now? Should I continue with the same product? No. Now my new product will replace existing product. Clear? My new product will replace what, sir? Existing product. Clear? This is called what? This is called as introduction, growth, maturity, decline. Clear? Introduction mein what is going to happen? Very less number of people know about my product, because I have just entered into the market. I have not done proper marketing also. Because of which my sales will be less, but in order to earn profits and survive, I will increase the price, and then competition will be very less. Why? Sir, when sales are only not there, no one will be bothered. Big competitors will not be bothered about my company. And then in growth and then market value will be what, sir? Market share will be very less. When company enters into growth stage, what is going to happen? More people come to know about my product, slowly through advertisement and all. That is why sales will increase, my competition will increase, market share will increase, profits will increase, etc, etc. Then over a period of time, my company will move into stability or maturity stage. There what is going to happen? Sales growth will be there, but sales will grow at a very less rate. Sales will grow, but at a very less rate. That is why I've shown a down arrow. And then what is going to happen? Because of this, profits are going to decrease, competitors are going to increase, market share is also going to little bit get affected. And then in decline stage mein what will happen? Sales will not fall, sales will fall drastically. Huge fall in sales will be there. Because of which my profits are reducing, my complete company is getting impacted. That is why what will I do? I will launch new product, and this new product what I launch will replace what? My existing product. So any doubts in this one, sir? So product life cycle may I can write something like this. So in simple words, if I want to write a summary, product life cycle is a S-shaped curve. S-shaped curve. Clear? It's a S-shaped curve, and which depicts here, which depicts what, sir? Sales of a product, sales of product over its life cycle. Clear? Over its life cycle. Clear? So PLC is what, sir? It's an S-shaped curve. It's an S-shaped curve which depicts sales of a product over its life cycle. Like what will be the sales during introduction stage, what will be the sales during growth stage, what will be the sales during maturity stage, and what will be the sales during decline stage. Who will depict, sir? Product life cycle. And there are 4 stages. PLC has 4 stages. Sir, what are those 4 stages? Sir, first one will be introduction. Second one will be growth. Remember the sequence: first introduction, then growth, then stability, also called as maturity, and then clear, and then decline. These are the 4 stages for product life cycle. As this is a short summary of what we have discussed. Clear? Understood? Anyone has any doubts here in product life cycle? No doubts? Okay. Then next concept what we have here is experience curve. Clear? Next concept what we have here is experience curve. Now, experience curve. Now what exactly do we mean by experience curve? Experience curve. Sir, they say according to experience curve. Clear? According to experience curve theory, according to experience curve theory, average cost per unit decreases. Average cost per unit decreases. Clear? Average cost per unit decreases as business accumulates. Clear? As business accumulates experience in terms of volumes of production, volume of production. Clear? I repeat, they say average cost per unit decreases. When my experience increases, average cost per unit decreases. In simple words, if I have to write, sir, experience increases, cost per unit decreases. Simple. The more and more experience I have in the business, cost will be less. Why? Because of economies of scale. Because of what, sir? Economies of scale. But how? But how to get experience, sir? How to achieve experience curve? How to achieve experience curve? Clear? How to achieve experience curve means, like, how do I reduce the cost per unit? Sir, I can reduce the cost per unit clear by product redesign. I can completely redesign the product in order to use lesser cheap quality raw materials. By using the cheap quality raw materials, by redesigning the product, I will be able to reduce the cost. Second thing, sir, technology improvements. Technology improvements here. Technology improvements in production. Here, technology improvements in production means if I change my technology, if I buy a latest technology, I will be able to produce more and cost of production will reduce. That is one more thing. That is one more thing I can do in order to reduce the cost. What else I can do, sir? Economies of scale. Economies of scale. I can follow the concept of what, sir? Economies of scale. Economies of scale means increase the production to decrease cost. Increase production to decrease cost. Simple. Decrease cost. Sir, I am increasing the production so that cost per unit decreases. Clear? This is called what? This is called as experience curve. So in simple words, when a business gets more experience, when I am getting more and more experience, my experience increases, what is going to happen? My cost per unit is going to decrease. Clear? This is a small concept of what, sir? This is a small concept of experience curve. Now, so we were in which question, sir? We were in question number 5. Question number 5, we started with question number 5 only. 1 to 4, as I already told you, we will discuss later. Portfolio analysis, we have discussed introduction. Portfolio analysis may SBU, I told you we are going to discuss in chapter 7 in detail. Then we have experience curve, just now we have discussed. Product life cycle also we have discussed. Next. Now, next concept what we have is Boston Consulting Group, BCG matrix. Here, very important from exam point of view, Boston Consulting Group matrix. Boston Consulting Group, 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 in short BCG matrix. In short, BCG matrix. In short, BCG matrix. Sir, I want to analyze my portfolio. Clear? I want to analyze my portfolio, sir. I want to analyze my portfolio. In order to analyze my portfolio, I can use a method of analyzing the portfolio. One such method of analyzing the portfolio is called BCG. I repeat, I want to analyze my portfolio. In order to analyze the portfolio, there are many methods. Like I can analyze using here. I can analyze using BCG analysis. I can use ANSOF product matrix. I can use GE matrix, ADL matrix, SWOT analysis, TOS matrix. So many methods are there. So out of many methods, one such method of performing the portfolio analysis is what? BCG analysis. And BCG stands for Boston Consulting Group Analysis. Clear? And this analysis was provided by whom, sir? This analysis was provided by BCG Group. By whom, sir? BCG Group. And what is this BCG Group, sir? It is one of the biggest management consultant companies in the world. It is one of the biggest. Here it is one of the biggest management consultant where, sir, in world. It is not big, it is one of the biggest, largest companies in the world who provides analysis on what? Analysis on my portfolio. Now, how do I analyze? Like, what is the criteria for analyzing this BCG? Like, how exactly this BCG works? Now, just give me a minute. I'll share one photo which makes us easy to understand. Now, see here, according to BCG matrix, I can divide my products into how many parts? I can divide my products into 4 parts. Star, clear, question mark, cash cow, dog. I repeat, BCG analysis may I can divide into how many parts, sir? I can divide my product portfolio. I can divide my product portfolio into how many parts? 4 parts. Star, cash cow, clear, question mark, also called as problem child, clear, and then last one is dog. So my products in portfolio in BCG matrix, my product portfolio can be divided into how many parts? 4. Star, cash cow, question mark, dog. Question mark is also called as what, sir? Problem child. But there are some things what you need to understand before we start. Number one, so there are two factors we have to take into consideration. In order to analyze my product portfolio using BCG, two things are very important: market share, and second one is market growth rate. Clear? Two factors. Two factors we have to take for BCG analysis. What are those two factors? One is market share of the company, and second one is market growth rate. Market growth rate. Clear? Market growth rate. These are the two factors which we take into consideration before creating what's a BCG analysis. See here. I'm having a high market share. Clear? I'm having a high market share in a high growth rate market. I repeat, I'm having a high market share in a high growth rate market. Who am I? Star. I'm having a high market share in a low growth rate market. Who am I? Cash cow. I'm having a low market share in a high growth rate market. Who am I? Question mark. I'm having low market share in a low growth rate market. That is called what? Dog. That is called what? Dog. So I will divide this into how many parts? 4 parts. I will divide this into 4 parts. First one will be what, sir? Star. Second one we can say cash cow. Third one question mark. And fourth one dog. Clear? Dog. Sir, how do I know whether a product is star or not? Star means high market share in high growth rate market. High growth rate market. Clear? I repeat, high market share, very high market share in a high growth rate market is considered as what? Is considered as star. Now remember one thing, stars, clear, stars may generate clear, stars may generate huge cash flows. Sir, I'm having a very high market share in a very high growth rate market. My product is having a very high market share in a very high growth rate market. That is why it may be able to generate huge cash flows which can be used to finance other businesses. Which can be used to finance other units. Which can be used to finance other units. Clear? Which can be used to finance which units, sir? Other units. That is called what? Star. Then we have cash cow. Cash cow means it is having a large market share. It is having a large market share where, sir, in low growth rate market. Low growth rate market. Clear? Low growth rate market. So it is having a large market share in a low growth rate market. If my product is having a large market share in a low growth rate market, that particular product will be considered as what? Cash cow. And cash cow requires little investment. It requires little investment. Here it requires, sir, little investment, but generates what, sir? Heavy cash flows, huge cash flows. Today, clear? So this cash cow may investment required is very less, but they are able to generate very huge amount of revenue to a company. Next, then we have one more type of product. My product can be a question mark or problem child. It means what, sir? My product is having low market share. Low market share. Where, sir? In high growth rate market. High growth rate market. Clear? I'm having a low market share in a very high growth rate market. That particular product will be considered as what? Question mark. And, sir, here I require resources. Means investment is required to maintain what? To maintain market share. To maintain market share. To maintain which share, sir? Market share. Then we have dog. Clear? Then we have dog. Dog is a business which has low market share. Clear? Low market share. Very low market share. I'm having a low market share in low growth rate market. Low growth rate market. Clear? I'm having a very low market share, very less market share in a very less growth rate market. So it is, since market ka future is also very bad, and present may I'm having very less market share. My market share is also very less in this market. Plus on top of that, the future of this market is also very low. I'm not sure whether this type of industry will be there or not. Then it is better, it is better to close this unit, close this product, or you can say unit. Clear? I repeat. So tell me, I'm having a high market share in a high growth rate market. Star. I'm having a huge market share in a low growth rate market. Cash cow. I'm having low market share in a high growth rate market. Question mark. I'm having very less market share. I'm having very less market share. That too in a market where future is very slow. Then it is called as dog. Now let us take one practical example and understand how exactly BCG analysis we have to perform. Now we will take a company called Apple. We will take a company called Apple. Apple ka four products we will take. I will tell you four products. We will decide which aspect might will come. Clear? Let us decide. Sir, the first product what I am showing here is an iPhone. Here is an iPhone. Is an iPhone. So I will take the photo here. So this is a iPhone which is most popular product of Apple. Now tell me, now tell me, is Apple having a very less market share in the world or very high market share in the world? I'm not talking about highest. We are not deciding who is number one, who is number two, who is number three. According to you, Apple is having a very high market share or very less? Imagine it is a $3 trillion market valuation company. The market valuation of Apple has reached almost $3 trillion. So obviously the market share will be very high. So market share iPhone ka market share is very high. And obviously future and the growth rate of mobile phone industry in future is also very high, sir. Growth rate of mobile phone industry in future is also very high. Read this. iPhone ka market share is also high, growth rate is also high. So according to you, this will be what for Apple, sir? According to you, what is iPhone for Apple? Is it a star or a cash cow or a problem child or is it a dog? Carefully see and tell. It is having a very high market share plus growth rate is also very high. So can I say iPhone is an example of star for Apple? iPhone is an example of what, sir? Star for Apple. Next, one more product of Apple, let us see. I will add here. This is iPad. Apple ka iPad. iPad. We have market share and we also have growth rate. Clear? Now, sir, tell me which company is having a very high market share in tablet industry? It is Apple. The tablet, see, in not only in India, anywhere in the world, tablet means Apple only. Tablet is a synonym to Apple. So this tablet ka concept was started by Apple only. So that is why iPad ka market share is very high. But sir, problem according to you, since the mobile phones ka screens are increasing continuously, mobile phone ka screens are slowly expanding. Because of which, according to you, future of tablet industry is very high or very less? Growth rate is very less. Clear? Today, the market share of Apple in iPad, I repeat, today the market share of Apple in tablet industry is very high. But according to me, future may this industry slowly is going to close. Why? Earlier phones ka size was very small. That is why people used to use tablet also. But now phones ka size are continuously increasing, because of which the sales of slowly over a period of time, the percentage, the growth rate of this industry is slowly coming down. Now tell, high market share Apple is having in iPad, but the growth rate of iPad market is very less. According to you, what this should be? Is it a star? No, it is not a star obviously. Is it a cash cow? Is it a dog, or is it a question mark or problem child? What is it? High market share in a less growth rate market. So can I say iPad is an example of what, sir? Cash cow. iPad is an example of cash cow for Apple. Next, one more product let us take. This is the MacBook of Apple. This is the MacBook of Apple. Apple MacBook laptop. MacBook. Clear? Apple ka MacBook. Now here again we will take market share. We will also take growth rate. Clear? We will take market share. We will take growth rate. Arch, now tell me market share. Now laptop industry ka growth rate is what? Future mein growth rate of laptop industry will be very high. Nowadays, majority of the people are slowly shifting from personal computers to laptops. Slowly, people are shifting from using clear. Slowly, people are shifting from using personal computers to laptops. So, future ka growth rate is very high. But according to you, almost every very rarely we see any other operating system. Tell me, according to you, the most widely used operating system in world is what? Is it Apple operating system or Windows operating system? It is Windows operating system. Very rarely we see a person using MacBook. So can I say the market share of Apple is very less here? Market share of Apple is very less, but the growth rate of laptop industry in future is very high. So according to you, MacBook will be considered as what for Apple? Is it question mark or is it a dog? It is a question mark, or also called as problem child. Clear? Also called as problem child. Next, what then we have one more product. Just give me a minute, I'll share. This is an iPod, which is a music player of Apple. This is a iPod. iPod. Today, according to you, today, according to you, are people using any separate music players for playing music? No. So market share of Apple is very less. Why now? Why they are very costly? 15 say 20,000 rupees you have to pay just to buy a music player, MP3 player where you can store and listen to songs. People are not buying now. So that is why in iPod, or you can say MP3 player ke market mein, the sales of, or you can say the share of Apple is very less. And what is the future ka growth rate, sir? Growth rate, the future of this type of product is also very less. Why? Nowadays we have inbuilt music system. No one is ready to buy a separate music system, a separate music player when you are already having a music player inside your device, right? So that is why the iPod ka market share is also less. On top of that, its growth rate is also less. So according to you, iPod for Apple should be what? iPod for Apple should be what? Should be dog. Should be dog. Correct? So I hope you understood now. We have taken 4 products of Apple and we have analyzed which product for Apple is star, which product of Apple is an example of cash cow, which is an example of problem child or question mark or problem child, and we have seen which is a dog. I hope you understood now how to perform BCG analysis of any product portfolio. I hope you got the clarity. How do we analyze BCG? Anyone has any doubts? Now we have one important concept here, same like here only we have, that is post identification. Clear? Post identification, post identification strategies in BCG matrix. Means once I know which product is a star, which product is a question mark, which product is a dog, which product is a cash cow, then what to do now? Then what to do? Sir, I have four options. Option number one, build. Option number two, I can hold. Option number three, clear, I can harvest. And option number four, I can divest. Clear? I have four options. I can build, I can hold, I can harvest, I can divest. Build means, here build means what, sir? Build means increase market share. Increase market share. Market share. Here I will forego short term benefit. I will forego short term benefit. Short term benefit for long term, or you can say for strong future. For strong future. I will build means today I am foregoing short term benefit because I want what? I want long term benefit. Now tell me, according to you, what should I build? Should I build a star? Should I build a cash cow? Should I build a dog? Or should I build a question mark? What should I build? Build means increasing the market share. Who will help me to increase the market share? Who will give me more profits in future? Star, cash cow, dog, or problem question mark? Who will give me more profits in future? Now also it is giving me profits. Future also it is going to give me profits. Obviously star. So can I say star ko what should I do? Hold. Here star ko what should I do? Hold. Next. Then we have second one. Second one we have hold. Hold means preserve market share. Preserve market share. Preserve market share. Sir, I know that my market share is not going to increase. I know that my market share is not going to increase. Industry will grow. I know that future mein industry will grow. Industry is going to grow in future, but I am sure that my market share is not going to increase. But at least I will ensure that it does not decrease. What should I do now? What should I try to preserve? Should I try to preserve a cash cow or question mark or dog? I know industry is growing at a very fast speed, but my business is not able to increase the market share. At least I should ensure that my market share does not fall. Then it is what, sir? Question mark. Question mark ko I should hold. Try to hold my market share because I know my market share is not going to increase. At least try to hold the market share. Then we have harvest. Harvest means clear, increase short term benefits. Increase short term cash flows. Short term cash flows means I know that there is no future for this industry. I know that there is no future for this industry. That is why now only I will try to earn as much money as possible. I know that there is no future for this industry. That is why I will try to earn as much money as possible now only. That is called what? Cash cow. Harvest. And then we have divest. Divest means liquidate the business. Liquidate the business. Liquidate the business. Liquidate business. Here I will liquidate the business. Liquidate the business, obviously it should be dog. Here this is divest. Here so star ko I should try to hold. Cash cow ko I should try to harvest. Question mark ko I should try to hold. Dog ko I should try to divest. I hope you understood what is what for which one. Clear? With this we complete which concept, sir? BCG matrix. Very important concept from exam point of view. Clear? Now, so here let us come back here this chart. This chart may let us see what all we have completed. Sir, portfolio analysis may we have completed product life cycle. Clear? Then experience curve, strategic business unit. Anyhow, I told you we are going to discuss in chapter number 7. We have discussed BCG analysis. So next analysis what we have is ANS of product matrix. Again a very important one. ANS of product matrix. Here ANS of product matrix. Sir, ANS of product matrix was given by Igor Ansoff. Here Igor Ansoff. And Igor Ansoff is considered as father of strategic management. Father of strategic management. Here I repeat, ANS of product matrix. This technique to analyze my portfolio was given by whom, sir? Was given by a person called Igor Ansoff, and Igor Ansoff is considered as what? Is considered as father of strategic management. Clear? Now let us see what exactly is this strategy all about. Give me a minute. I'll share one small image on the screen. This is the image. Here also there are two factors what we have to take into consideration. Here there are two factors what we have to take into consideration. Factor number one is products. Factor number two is markets. Using these two factors, we need to analyze our portfolio. Clear? Now see here. I am launching existing product in existing market. I repeat, I am launching existing product in existing market. That is called what? Market penetration strategy. Clear? I am launching a new product in existing market. What is that called? Product development strategy. I am launching existing product in new market. Market development strategy. I am launching a new product in a new market. That is called what? Diversification strategy. Clear? How many strategies are there, sir? 4 strategies. What are those? First one, clear? First strategy what we have here is market penetration strategy. Market penetration strategy. In this strategy, what is going to happen? Business will launch existing products in existing market. In market penetration strategy, business launches existing products in which market? Existing market. Clear? When a business is launching existing product in existing market, then it is called what, sir? Then it is called as market. Clear? Then it is called as market penetration strategy. Example, sir, let us say for example Colgate. What does Colgate say? Colgate in its ad says brush twice in a day. Clear? It clearly says you should brush twice in a day. Why, sir? See, when you start brushing twice in a day, automatically what will happen? You will consume more toothpaste. Since you are consuming more toothpaste, what is going to happen? You are going to buy more frequently than compared to others. I am brushing my teeth only once in a day. Let us assume that that toothpaste will come for me for 1 month. I will be able to use the toothpaste for 1 month. Now, once it starts advertising to brush twice a day and I actually start brushing twice a day, then the toothpaste I will be able to use not for 1 month now. I will be able to use only for 15 days. Because of which what is happening? It is able to launch more and more products into same market. It is continuously launching. It is targeting the same audience by making them purchase the product again and again. Multiple times people are going to purchase. That is called what? That is called as market penetration strategy. Now, but why should I go for market penetration strategy? But why market penetration? But why market penetration? Why? There are many reasons, sir. There are many reasons. Reason number one, sir, reason number one, I want to increase market share. I want to increase market share. So obviously, sir, when earlier I used to use a toothpaste for 1 month. Now because of I seeing the advertisement regarding brushing the teeth twice a day, I started brushing my teeth twice a day. Because of which now I'm using the same toothpaste for 15 days only. Because of which what is happening? Earlier I used to buy once in a month a toothpaste. Now I'm buying Colgate twice in a month. Because of which what happens? Sales of Colgate increases. Because of that, market share of Colgate also increases. Intelligent strategy. Next, I want to secure dominance over market. Dominance over market. Over market. Clear? I want to secure dominance over market. Means I want to dominate the market. I want to ensure that small competitors get eliminated from the market. For which what should happen? My sales should increase, their sales should decrease. How will sales increase? Example of Colgate, right? Next. That is why we can also say drive out. I want to drive out or throw out competitors from market. From market. I want to throw the competitors out of market. Next, I also want to ensure that there is increase of product usage, increase in product usage, here increase in product usage by selling more units to existing customers. Existing customers. Clear? So I want not only new customers to buy my product, I want existing customers also to buy more of my product so that new customers are buying, existing customers are buying, sales are increasing. Because of which what will happen? I will be able to penetrate into market. That is which strategy, sir? Market penetration strategy. Second strategy we have what, sir? Market development strategy. Market development strategy. Market development strategy. Here, market development strategy. Market development strategy में what will happen? Business will sell existing product in new market. Existing product in new market. Here, new market. I repeat, what is going to happen, sir? Business is going to sell existing product into new market. Let us say, for example, Ola launching auto services in UK, in London, UK. Is Ola Auto an existing product of is an existing service of Ola, right? The same existing service, it is going and taking that service in London. Same Ola is actually providing auto services in London. I don't know whether you know or not. Long before COVID only, Ola started launching Ola Auto services in London, UK. So existing service or existing product, it is providing in new market. That is called what? Market development strategy. How, sir? How to achieve market development? Example number one, sir. New product packaging. New product packaging. I am changing the packaging of a product to sell in a new country. Or different pricing policies. Different pricing policies. Let us say, for example, a water bottle. A water bottle ka price in a kirana store will be somewhere around 20 rupees. In a hotel they may charge 50 rupees. In a 5-star hotel they may charge 200 rupees. You go to a multiplex, there again price is different. Different pricing policies I am adopting for different types of markets, different types of customers. That is again an example of market development strategy. New distribution channels. New distribution channels. Like let us say earlier I used to have my own store, I used to have my own showrooms. Earlier I used to have my own showrooms. Now I started giving franchises. I started giving franchises. Now thousands of people in the world are having a franchisee of McDonald's. They are having a franchisee of KFC. They are having a franchisee of Domino's, Pizza Hut. They are all examples of which development, sir? Market development strategy. Next. So example of market penetration strategies, Colgate. Example of market development strategies, Ola launching services in UK. Then we have third one. Then we have two more pending. Third one we have, that is product development. Clear? Product development. Product development. What do we mean by product development? Business in product development, what will happen? Business sells. Clear? Business sells new product. New product in existing market. In existing market. It will sell new product in existing market. Clear? New product in existing market. How, sir? There are two options. New product mein there are two options. Option number one, sir, I can sell modified version. I can sell modified version of existing product. Existing product. Clear? Let us say, for example, let us say I'm having a old model of mobile phone. Same old model of mobile phone. Little changes I will make and launch. Let us say, for example, iPhone 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They are almost same, right? Almost same. 90% of the mobile phone is same. Little modification I'm making, and same modification के साथ I'm launching the product as new product. Existing same old product को I'm little bit modification I'm doing and giving it to customers as new product. That also I can do. Or new product I have one more option, that is completely different product. Completely different product. Different or new product. Clear? Like let us say Apple is launching a foldable mobile phone. When an Apple launches a foldable mobile phone, it's completely different from existing mobile phones. Clear? So product development may I'm launching a new product in a existing market. That new product means either it can be a modified version of existing product or it can be a completely new product also. Clear? Next. Last one we have is fourth one, that is diversification. Diversification. Clear? Last one we have is diversification. Diversification means business launches new products in new markets. Clear? New products in new markets. When a business launches a new product in a new market, then it is called what? Diversification. So in detail about diversification, we have chapter 4, that is corporate level strategies. There are lots of examples are there we will discuss. As of now, just remember that a business is launching new product in a new market. Clear? So let us revise. Now see this chart and tell. When a company launches new product in a new market, what is it called? Company launches new product in a new market. What type of strategy it is? New product in new market. Diversification. Next. I am launching new product in old market. I am launching a new product in an existing market. See the chart and tell. That is called as product development. I am launching existing product in a new market. I am launching existing product in a new market. Market development. I am launching an existing product in existing market. I am launching an existing product in existing market. Understood? Market penetration. So anyone has any doubts here? BCG में BCG we have completed. Igor ANSOF का ANSOF product matrix also we have completed. So we have completed BCG matrix and we have also completed second one is ANSOF product matrix. Now let us clear. Now let us continue with ADL matrix. Clear? Now let us continue with ADL matrix. Next type of analysis we have is Arthur D. Little. That is ADL matrix. So who gave this, sir? A person called Arthur D. Little. Here there is a person, strategist called Arthur D. Little. That person has given a matrix called what, sir? Arthur D. Little matrix. Clear? Now, so business can analyze according to ADL. According to ADL, that is Arthur D. Little. A business firms can analyze. Clear? Business firms can analyze their portfolio using two factors. Clear? Using two factors. Factor number one is stage of industry maturity. Stage of industry maturity. And second one is competitive position of business. Competitive position of business. Clear? First one is stage of industry maturity. Second one is competitive position of business. Sir, we don't have stage of industry maturity. We have only competitive position of business. And sir, competitive position of business can be divided into 5 types. Dominant. Second one, strong. Third one, favorable. Fourth one, tenable. And fifth and last one, weak. So how many are there, sir? Dominant, strong, favorable, tenable, weak. Dominant means companies who are having monopoly. I repeat, companies who are having monopoly are considered as what, sir? Dominant companies. And this type of situation is very rare. Nowadays, lot of competition is there. Very rarely we see an industry where we have what, sir? We have monopoly. Then we have strong. Strong company is a company which always follows a strategy here, which prepares a strategy without giving much consideration to rivals. Means I will prepare my own strategy, sir. I am least bothered about my competitors. I repeat, I am least bothered about my competitors. I will prepare my strategy without taking into consideration what my competitors are doing. Why? I am least bothered about my competitors. Example, sir. Example, we can say in telecom industry, we can say Jio is an example of strong company. In mobile phone industry, we can say Apple is an example of a strong company. And in music systems, we can say Sony is an example of a strong company. These are big companies who are least bothered about their competitors. They take their own decisions. They don't think about what competitor is doing, what competitor is not doing. They are least bothered about that. Then we have favorable. Sir, favorable means there is no clear leader. Industry where there is no clear leader. Here, industry where there is no clear leader means, in simple words, industry is fragmented. Fragmented means everyone is equally preferred. Everyone is equally preferred. Everyone is equally preferred. Let us say, for example, a soft drink industry. So if Thumbs Up is not available, I will drink Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is not available, Pepsi is not available, Sprite is not available, 7-Up. Multiple options are there. we don't go to a particular place to buy a particular soft drink. If that particular soft drink is not available, I will drink something else. Clear? I hope you understood. Then we have tenable. Tenable means companies which have a niche. Companies which have niche. Clear? Companies which have a niche. Niche means very rare type of customers, or you can say they are targeting very rare type of customers. Rare type of customers they are targeting. Clear? They are targeting very rare type of customers. Example, sir, Diet Coke. Example, Diet Coke. Or vegan restaurants. They are examples of what, sir? Tenable. And then we have weak. Weak means business is too small to be profitable. Business is too small to be profitable. These type of companies, clear, these type of companies, or you can say survival of over long term, or you can say survival of these companies over long term. Clear, survival of these companies over long term is threat. Very clear. So how many types according to ADL? According to ADL, they can divide the companies into how many parts? 5 parts. Dominant, strong, favorable, tenable, weak. A company which is having monopoly. Clear? A company which is having monopoly, dominant. A company which is preparing the strategy without thinking about its competitors, strong. An industry where there is no clear leader, industry is fragmented, everyone is equally preferred. I'm not inclined towards a particular product or a service, then favorable. Companies which have a niche, sir, they are called as what? Tenable. And those companies which are very small and forget about preserve, forget about future, now only they are unable to survive. In long term, their survival is a big threat to. Then it is an example of what? It is an example of weak. Understood what is ADL matrix? I hope it is clear. Next. Then we have, after ADL matrix, we have General Electric model. General Electric model. Clear? Or GE model. Also called as, clear, also called as McKenzie model. McKenzie model. Clear? Sir, also called as 9-cell matrix. Clear? Also called as 3x3 matrix. These are the different names given to whom, sir? These are the different names given to, clear? These are the different names given to GE model. It is called as, first it is called as General Electric or GE model, McKenzie model, 9-cell matrix, and also called as 3x3 matrix. Clear? No. Sir, this matrix may, clear, this matrix को, if I want to clear this matrix, may two components are there. There are two components in this matrix. Number one is market attractiveness. And second one is market share. Clear? First one is market attractiveness and second one is market share. Sir, market attractiveness mein, how do I know whether the market is attractive or not? How do I know whether this market is good enough to enter or not? There are many factors. Let us say, for example, market size. Market size is one factor to determine, is one of the factors to determine whether a market is attractive or not. Let us say, example number 2, market growth. Market growth is one more example. Then customer satisfaction. Then competition. Then we have price levels. clear, price levels. Then we have profitability. Then we have profitability. Then we have government regulation. Government regulation. Then we have clear technology. Here, then we have technology. Then we have sensitivity to economic trends. These are all factors. These are all factors which will decide whether the market is attractive or not. Sir, if market size is very big, it is attractive market. Many people are there. I also want to enter, sir. Market ka growth rate is very high in future. It's an attractive market. Sir, in a market, most of the customers are satisfied with whatever quality and price you keep. Good market. Market is attractive. Competition is very lesser. It is an attractive market. Price levels are very high and profits are also very high. Attractive market. Sir, government regulations are very less in a particular market. It's an attractive market. Technology does not change frequently, sir. That is why I need not invest in new technologies every time. Again, it's a attractive market. I am able to change my business as per the economic trends. Attractive market. So these are some factors which will decide whether a market is attractive or not. Then we have market size. Market size. Sir, market size will determine my market share. Sir, if market is very huge, lots of competitors are there in the market. Market is very huge, lots of competitors are there. Then my market share will be very less. Obviously, sir, when number of competitors increase, market share decreases. Then we have is market growth. Here, market growth. This we have already discussed. Then we have customer loyalty. Customer loyalty. Sir, customer is again and again buying my product only. Customer is not shifting to my competitors. Customer is staying with me for long term. Is an example of what, sir? Customer loyalty. Then we have marketing. Then we have marketing. If I do good clear, if my marketing is good, then what will happen? My market share will increase. If my marketing is not done in a proper way, my market share will decrease. Simple. Then we have clear. Then we have distribution. One more example of market share is distribution. Distribution facilities. Distribution means, sir, my products are available in most of the places, in most of the kirana stores, in most of the supermarkets, in most of the places. My products are available. It means my my distribution is very good, because of which my market share will increase. And then we have margin, profits. Sir, my margin, product pe margin is very high. My product pe margin is very high. Automatically, my market share will increase. My product ka margin is very less. Market share will decrease. So there are many factors which will decide the market attractiveness. They will also decide what's the market share. Now, clear? Now, I will draw a small table here, GE matrix ka. This table may we will take 3 by 3 cells, like 3 rows and 3 columns. 3 rows and 3 columns. Clear? Here I am having business strategy. Clear? My business strategy. Here I will mention business strategy. Business strategy. Business strategy can be strong. Business strategy can be average. My business strategy can be weak. Clear? My business strategy can be strong, average or weak. Then we have industry attractiveness. Industry attractiveness. Industry attractiveness. Sir, industry attractiveness can be clear. Industry attractiveness can be low, medium, or it can be high. Clear? Low, medium, or high. Now, sir, if my business strategy If my business strategy is strong, I repeat, if my business strategy is strong and industry attractiveness is high. I repeat, if my business strategy is strong and my market attractiveness is very high, then I should invest. Then I should invest, or you can grow. I will grow. Clear? I will, what do I do, sir? I will grow. I will change the for color here. I will grow. Next. Sir, my business ka strategy is average. My business strategy is average, but growth rate is very high. Then also I will grow. Then also I will grow. Sir, my business strategy is weak, but my industry attractiveness is high. Then I will hold. And I will hold. I think hold, build, harvest, divest, we have already seen, right? Next. Sir, my business strategy is strong, but industry attractiveness is medium. Then what will I do? Grow. Next. Sir, my business strategy is average. My business strategy is average, but my industry attractiveness is medium. Then I will hold. I will hold. Here I will hold. Next. Then, sir, this is weak. My business strategy is weak and industry attractiveness is medium. What will I do? Harvest. I will harvest. Next. Sir, my business strategy is strong. Industry attractiveness is low. What do I do? Hold. Sir, here my business strategy is average. Industry attractiveness is low. What should I do? Harvest. Sir, my business strategy is also very weak. Clear? My business strategy is also very weak. My industry attractiveness is also very low. Then what do I do? Divest. Clear? Grow, grow, grow. Hold, hold, hold. Harvest, harvest, divest. Clear? So these three boxes, the first three, grow will always be represented by green color. Here, grow is represented by which color, sir? Green color. Grow is represented by green color. Oh, sorry. Next, hold is represented by yellow color. Here, hold is represented by yellow color. This is called yellow zone. Clear? This is called yellow zone. Clear? And then harvest and divest will be under red zone. Harvest and divest will be under red zone. Clear? So green zone, yellow zone, red zone. How many zones are there, sir? Green zone, yellow zone, red zone. Now see here. Here, green zone means what? Green zone means, clear, green zone means hold. It means what does green zone depict? It depicts that business is having an advantage. Depicts that business is having an advantage. Business is having an advantage. Since my business is having an advantage, what will I do? I will obviously invest. I will invest or grow. I will invest or grow. Next. Then we have yellow zone. Sorry. Then we have yellow zone. Then we have yellow zone. Sir, yellow zone means business. Here, business under this zone has to be cautious. Business under this zone has to be cautious. Has to be cautious. Clear? Business under this zone has to be cautious while investing. While investing. So that is why I will try to do what, sir? I will try to hold. I'll try to hold. Then we have which zone, sir? Red zone. Then we have finally red zone. What is red zone? So red zone is a business which is, name itself tells it, depicts losses. This is a business which depicts losses. Here, losses. What should I do? I should liquidate. Liquidate. Liquidate means either it can be harvest or it can be divest. Clear? So green zone. Here. Now, this is also called as traffic lights model. It looks like traffic lights. Red, yellow, green. That is why it is also called as traffic light model sometimes. So I hope you understood this concept. Anyone has any doubts here? So any doubts here in this concept? Anyone has to ask any doubts? No? Okay. So coming back here, we have completed ANSOFCA product matrix, we have completed GE matrix, we have completed ADL matrix. So two concepts are pending in portfolio analysis. Clear? There are two concepts now pending. Number one is SWOT analysis. Number two is TOWS matrix. So first let us start with SWOT analysis. I hope this concept you have already studied in Foundation BCK, right? SWOT analysis. Clear? SWOT analysis. No. So SWOT analysis stands for strength, weakness, opportunities, threat. I repeat, SWOT analysis stands for what, sir? Strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. Strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. Clear? Strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. In short, SWOT. Sir, strength means what? Strength is nothing but an inherent capability. Inherent capability. Because I'm having a capability which no one else is having. I'm having a capability which is very rare, because of which I'm getting what? Strategic. I'm getting strategic advantage. I'm getting a strategic advantage over others. Clear? I repeat, what is a strength, sir? Strength is a inherent capability which provides advantage over other companies in market. And what is a weakness, sir? It is an inherent limitation. It is an inherent limitation. And this inherent limitation will provide what? A strategic disadvantage over others. It will provide a strategic disadvantage over others. Clear? Over others. No. Sir, who will provide me an advantage? Strength. Who will provide a disadvantage? Weakness. Then what is the opportunity, sir? Opportunity is a favorable condition. Favorable situation. And this favorable situation is helping me to strengthen my market position. Here it is helping me to strengthen my market position. What is a threat, sir? Threat is an unfavorable situation. It is an unfavorable situation. And this unfavorable situation is helping me what? It is damaging my market position. It is damaging my market position. It will damage my market position. Clear? I repeat, what is a strength, sir? It's a capability which provides an advantage over market. What is weakness? It is a limitation which provides disadvantage over market. A favorable condition is called what? Opportunity. An unfavorable condition is called what? Threat. Let us take an example of Patanjali. Clear? Let us take an example of Patanjali products. Patanjali products. Clear? Now let us see what is the strength, weakness and opportunities and threats of Patanjali products. So strength. So strength में can I say brand value? Clear? Strength में one example we can say brand value. Brand value due to Baba Ramdev. Correct or not? Clear? So Patanjali is having a strength, brand value. Brand value is the strength of Patanjali, and this brand value is coming because of a person, Baba Ramdev ji. Next, they also have deep product portfolio. Means they have lots of products they have in uncountable number of products they have in their portfolio. That is one more advantage what they are having. Next, what is the other advantage? Sir, they are having strong financial position. Strong financial position. Strong financial position. Like recently, their brand Ruchi Soya also entered into IPO market, right? They are having a very strong financial position. And then product innovation. Product innovation. These are four examples of strength of Patanjali. Like number one, it is having a brand value. Why it is having not required? Then it has a lots of products more than its competitors. Then its financial position is very strong, and then its products are also innovative products, herbal products, or you can say innovative products. Now, along with strength, Patanjali may also have weakness, right? Patanjali may also have weakness. Now let us see what is the weakness of Patanjali. Weakness of Patanjali. Weakness number one, over dependent. They are over dependent. They are over dependent on, clear, they are over dependent on Baba Ramdev for promotions. Clear? Imagine if Baba Ramdev was not the face of Patanjali, you think that would have been as successful as it is today? No. The brand value, clear, the brand value of Baba Ramdev is translating into a goodwill for Patanjali. So that is why they are over dependent. I can't say they are dependent. They are over dependent on Baba Ramdev for a brand image of their company. That is one weakness. Next, number two, clear, number two, they have subpar e-commerce presence. Sir, they are present in e-commerce. They are present in e-commerce, but the way in which a company should, such a big company should be there in e-commerce, that much impact they are not having in e-commerce. So problem number one, that is weakness number one, they are over dependent on Baba Ramdev. Weakness number two, even though they are present in e-commerce, but still the way in which they have to present, the impact what these type of companies, big companies should have on e-commerce websites, that they are not having. Now tell me, strength and weakness are internal factors or external factors? Strength and weakness are internal factors. Then here, then opportunities and threats are what? External factors. Here, strength and clear, opportunities and threats are external factors. Now let us see opportunities and threats. Opportunities and threats of which products are? Patanjali products. Number one, Opportunities, international market. Clear? Entry or not entry, we can say expand, basically. Expand in international market. International market. Here they can expand into international market. Number two, they can expand product lines. They can expand product lines. Product lines means they can start producing as per demand. That is an opportunity for them. They can listen to their customers. Many companies don't listen to their customers. They manufacture what they want to manufacture. Many companies manufacture what they want to manufacture. There are only some companies which manufacture what customer wants. Listen to customer. Try to expand your manufacturing based on demand. There are only some companies who do this. That is why it's an opportunity. Just like opportunity, they also have threats. Here, just like opportunity, which also have threats. Threats may number one, changes in taste and preferences of consumers. Sir, consumers का taste and preferences are regularly changing, sir. Continuously customer का taste and preferences will change, and changing my business का products and portfolio. Whenever there is a change in the market का demand or change in preferences of consumers, it is very difficult. In case if Patanjali does not change as per the taste and preferences of consumers, it is very soon going to close its business. Not only Patanjali, any business. Next, earlier what used to happen 4-5 years back, lots of Patanjali stores were there. Now slowly, most of the Patanjali stores are slowly closing. That is called what? Slow down in market growth rate. These are nothing but examples of threats. So Patanjali mein these are the strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats. Like this you have to analyze. SWOT analysis. Here this is the way you have to analyze your SWOT analysis. Now after SWOT, the last concept in portfolio analysis is what, sir? TOWS matrix. Here last one is TOWS matrix. TOWS stands for exactly opposite of SWOT. Threats, opportunities, weakness and strength. Let me draw one table. Accordingly we will analyze. This table may we will take 4 boxes we will take. 4 boxes we will take. Box 1 may it is clear. Here we will write strength and here it is weakness. Here strength and weakness are which factors, sir? Internal factors. So this side we will take internal factors. And then we have external factors may we have threats and opportunities. Threats and opportunities. These are external factors. Now, sir, first box mein what we will write? Strength and opportunity. SO. So remember, strength should be maximum. That is why it is maxi. Opportunity should also be maxi. Clear? Strength should be maximum. Opportunity should also be maximum. That is why it is also called as maxi strategy. This is called as what, sir? Maxi strategy. Second one, weakness and opportunities. WO. Weakness and opportunities. That is, weakness should be minimum, mini. Opportunity should be maximum, maxi. Clear? Mini maxi strategy. And then threat. Then we have strength and threat. ST. Strength should be maxi, threat should be mini, maxi mini strategy. Here maxi mini strategy. And then we have weakness and threats, WT. WT, weakness should be minimum and threat should also be minimum. Mini strategy. Clear? Mini strategy. I repeat, strength and opportunities, SO. Weakness and opportunities, WO. Strength and threats, ST. Weakness and threats, WT. Strength and opportunities, maxi strategy. Weakness and opportunities, maxi strategy. ST matlab maxi mini strategy and WT matlab mini strategy. Sir, ST, here strength and opportunities. First one is SO. First one is SO, that is maxi strategy. Here first one is maxi strategy. First one is SO, maxi strategy. It means every company should try to achieve this position. Every company tries to achieve this position, right? Every company tries to achieve this position. Here every company tries to achieve this position where it will capitalize, where it will capitalize, where it will capitalize. What should I capitalize, sir? Opportunities. Using what? Using strength. Clear? Since in this strategy my strength is maximum, my opportunities are also maximum. That is why every company will try to be in this strategy where they are having maximum strength also, maximum opportunities also. Then there is something called, second one we have weakness and WO, that is mini maxi strategy. Here mini maxi strategy. Here what will happen? Here organization has to, in this strategy, organization has to here overcome its weakness. It has to overcome its weakness and utilize its opportunities. Here a company has to overcome its weakness and utilize its opportunities. In which strategy? WO strategy. Then third one we have is ST, that is maxi mini strategy. Clear? Maxi mini strategy. Maxi mini strategy. Here what will happen? Sir, my strength should be maximum and weakness should be minimum. Organization, I can write something like this. Organization, clear? Organization has to, clear? Organization should try, clear? Organization should try to reduce. Organization should try to reduce its threats. Using what? Using strength. Clear? Organization should try to reduce its threats by using its strength. This is called what? SNT. And last one we have is what, sir? Sir, last one we have is, that is WT. WT, that is mini strategy. Clear? Mini strategy. Mini strategy. Now, mini strategy mein what is going to happen? Every organization will try to avoid this strategy. Every organization will try to avoid this type of situation. Clear? It will try to avoid this type of situation. Why, sir? Because it is very difficult to survive. Because it is very difficult. difficult to survive. It is very clear. Very soon I'm going to close my business, sir. Why? Because my I'm having a weakness also, I'm having a threat also. So SO means strength and opportunities. Every company will try to achieve this position wherein I will try to utilize my opportunities and strength. And weakness and opportunities may I will try to reduce my weakness to grab my opportunities. I will try to increase my strength and try to convert my threats into opportunities in ST strategy. And every company will try to avoid which works, this works, where their weakness is also there, threat is also there, which becomes a threat to the survival, which becomes very difficult for small companies to survive if they are having this type of situation. I hope it is clear. Anyone has any doubts here? Now, next concept we have is competitive strategy. That is part B of this chapter. Now, what exactly do we mean by competitive strategy? In simple words, if I tell you, it is a strategy prepared, clear, it is a strategy prepared, clear, to beat competition, or you can say to survive in competition. Clear? A strategy prepared to survive in competition is called what? Competitive strategy. Like let us say for example, we have Ola is there, Uber is there. Here we have Miru Cabs is there. Then Jugnu Cabs is there. Then we have Make My Trip Cabs are there. Then we have Ixigo Cabs. There are so many cabs. There are so many. But on an average, around 56% of market share is held by Ola. Around 40% of market share is held by whom, sir? Is held by Uber. So these two companies put together is having around 96% market share. These two companies put together are having how much, sir? On average 96% market share. Now these all four companies put together have 4% market share. Now what will these four companies do? These four and other cap companies will prepare a strategy. Here these companies will prepare strategy for what, sir? To survive in market. Survive in market where huge competition is there. Huge competition is there from whom, sir? Ola and Uber. So this strategy what these cab companies prepare is called as which strategy? Is called as competitive strategy. Here is called as what? Competitive strategy. And competitive strategy will provide what? Provide competitive advantage. Clear? Provides competitive advantage. Provides competitive advantage. What do we mean by competitive advantage? Advantage what I have over my competitors. Clear? If my competitive strategy is good, I will have a competitive advantage. If my competitive strategy is not good, I will not have a competitive advantage. But whenever I'm preparing a competitive strategy, three factors are very important for us. Factor number one, prepare your strategy only after you analyze. Prepare your strategy only after you analyze various external factors. External factors. See, there are two types of factors, internal factors and external factors. So you should not prepare your competitive strategy unless and until you analyze what's your external factors. External factors may examples are opportunity and we have threat. Clear? Opportunity and threat. We have opportunity and threat. Next, plus I should also take into consideration expectations of society. Clear? Expectations of society means never produce those goods what you want to produce. Always produce the goods what customers wants. I repeat, never produce the goods what you want to produce. Always produce the goods what customer wants from you. That is called what? Expectations from company. Plus, I should also identify competitive position, identify Identify competitive position with respect to competitors. With respect to okay, with respect to competitors. Example, sir. Sir, who is number one here? Number one is Ola. Number two is Uber. Number three, four, five, and six are what, sir? Miru, Jugnu, MMT, and Ixigo. So, what is the position of Uber, sir, when you compare it with Uber, Ola? Number two. What is the position of Ola, sir, when you compare it with Uber? Number two. That comparison you do. So, first analyze before preparing a competitive strategy. Before preparing a competitive strategy, analyze various external factors. Then also consider expectations of the society from a business, plus also identify the competitive position of my company with respect to others. Now, what are the factors? Like here I told, right, analyze various factors. Now, what are those factors what I need to analyze? What are these factors I need to analyze? Sir, the first factor what I need to analyze is here strategic. Here is nothing but identify the strongest and weakest competitor. Here, what should I do, sir? I should identify the strongest and weakest competitor. In simple words, if I want to analyze my strongest and weakest competitor, I need to prepare what? A strategic group map. I need to prepare strategic group mapping. Here, strategic group mapping. So if I want to identify the strongest and weakest competitors, I need to prepare what? A strategic group map. So now let us say, for example, let us take an example of car industry. Here, let us say we will take an example of car industry. Some examples of car companies we will take and we will see how to prepare this analysis. Like I will take some companies, like first I will take Maruti, then Hyundai is there, then we have Honda, then we have Tata, then we have Kia Motors, then we have BMW, then what else we have? Sir, we have Mercedes. Here we have Rolls-Royce RR, then we have Audi, then we have clear Ford, then we have M&M Mahindra and Mahindra, Toyota. Clear, whatever I don't know I will write. Some car companies I may not be able to write also if I don't remember. Whatever I remember I am writing here. Then we have Volkswagen, then we have MG Hector, then we have Skoda, then Nissan, Jaguar, Ferrari, Nissan, Jaguar, Ferrari, then Renault, then clear, then we have Chevrolet or Chevy. Clear, in short it is called as Chevy. Then we have Range Rover, then we have Tesla and Porsche. Like this we have some companies. Some companies I might not have written also. There are many other companies. Whatever I remember I have written. Now we will prepare a strategic group map. In order to prepare a strategic group map, I will take one box with four clear. We will draw one box with four boxes. Clear. We will draw four boxes here. Now, four boxes में we will see there are two criteria. Any criteria, I am taking model variety. You can take any criteria. I want to compare these companies based on model variety and price. Clear? You can compare these companies based on any two factors. I am comparing on the basis of price and model variety. When model variety and price, model varieties mean there can be few models, there can be many models. Price can be low, price can be high. Now let us understand, let us here in this box we will write those companies which are having few models but they are selling at a high price. Few models I am having but a high price. Let us say for example, who will come here? So Range Rover is one company which has very few models but a high price. Then Ford is there too. Then Jaguar, Ferrari, then Rover, Tesla. Here these are the companies. Here these are the companies according to me. Here according to me these are the companies. Or Porsche. According to me these are the companies which should come under companies having limited models but having a very high price. So what I will do here, I will draw one small circle here. Here inside this circle I will write the names of the companies now. First is RR, that is Rolls Royce, then Ford, then Jaguar, then Ferrari, then Rover, then Tesla, and then we have Porsche, Porsche. Clear? Next. Then we need to find out those companies which are having many models and are also selling at a high price. Models are many, price is also high. Price is also high, models are also very high. Now it can be, according to me, it can be BMW, Mercedes, Audi. So BMW, Mercedes, Audi. Clear? BMW, Mercedes, Audi. Next, third column mein I want those companies. Third column mein I want those companies who are having few models and price is also less. Few models and price is also less. Like let us say I can write here Mahindra and Mahindra, Toyota, Volkswagen, clear? M&M, Toyota, Volkswagen. Then what else can come here? Sir, Honda, clear? Honda. Then Kia, MG, Honda, Kia, MG Hector. Then what else can come? Nissan, Skoda, Renault. Renault. What else will come? Chevrolet. Clear? So these are all the companies. These are all the companies. Here, these are all the companies which are having few models. Price is also less, according to me. Some criteria I have taken. You can take any criteria. I am comparing based on model variety and price. And then we are left over with only one group. What is that group, sir? Many models and price is also less. What are the companies left over? Maruti, Hyundai, Tata. Maruti, Hyundai, Tata. Clear? So now what have we done here? Simple logic. What have we done here? We have clear all the 23 companies ko. We have divided into how many categories? 4 categories. Now tell me, if Maruti is clear now, if Maruti wants to analyze its competitors, according to you, all the other companies are competitors of Maruti or only these two companies? According to you, you think all these big companies are competitors for Maruti or only two companies? Only two companies. That is Hyundai and Tata are the competitors of Maruti. Why? They are also following the similar strategy to Maruti. So if Maruti does not prepare this strategic group map, I repeat, if Maruti does not prepare its strategic group map, then what is going to happen? It will try to clear, it will assume that BMW is also its competitor, Mercedes is also competitor, Auditor is also competitor, RR is also competitor, Ford is also competitor, Jaguar is also competitor. It will be focusing on too many companies it will be focusing upon before preparing a strategy, due to which what is going to happen, lot of time will be wasted. Now what Maruti has done, Maruti has taken two criteria. One is model variety, second one is price. Based on this, it has created four categories. According to Maruti, who are the other companies who are following the similar strategy? Hyundai and Tata. So Maruti will focus on only competition from Hyundai and competition from Tata. It will not focus on other companies which are not following the similar strategy. This is called what? This is called as strategic group mapping. So in strategic group mapping, what will happen? What is a strategic group map? It is a cluster of competitors. In simple words, I say strategic group mapping, SGM, is what? Is a cluster. Cluster means group. Cluster of competitive firms. Competitive firms. Following what? Following similar strategies. Following similar strategies. So I will give, so when number of companies are very huge in market, then what do? I will divide the companies based on some factors. What factors, on which basis you want to divide, you decide. No one is going to tell you. Your wish. Then here there are factors to consider to prepare strategic group map. Sir, we have taken two examples, right? What are the other things you can take? Sir, I can take into consideration your product features. I can compare two companies on the basis of product features, sir, and create a strategic group map. I can create on the basis of price, quality. Clear? I can compare the two companies based on price or quality or product line. I can also compare the company on the basis of technology, tech approach. I can prepare a strategic group map on the basis of after sales services. Here, next, I can also compare the companies based on what? Marketing and distribution channel. Marketing and distribution channel. Here I can also compare the companies on the basis of technical assistance to customers. Clear? So there are many things, there are many factors which I can consider in order to compare what? A strategic group map. Clear? Next, what are the steps? Now concept number 3, that is steps to prepare strategic group mapping. Like, what are the steps to prepare the strategic group map, sir? Step number 1, identify characteristics for comparison. Means first you decide on what basis you want to compare. I repeat, first you decide on what basis you want to compare these two companies. You want to compare on the basis of price or quality or quantity. On what basis you want to compare? Then what you have to do? Plot the firms on two variable map. This is called what, sir? This diagram what I have drawn here is an example of what? Two variable map. Variable number 1 what I have taken is model variety. Variable number 2 what I have taken is price. And step number 3 may classify the firms. Classify the firms which follow same strategy. Clear? classify the firms which follow the same strategy into a single group, into same group. Means out of many companies, what we have done, all companies, out of all these companies, whichever company is following a strategy of few models with a high price, in first box we have taken. Whichever company is having many models with a high price, second box. Company having few models with less price, third box. Company having many models and a less price, we have taken in fourth box. And after this, what will I do? Draw circles. Draw what, sir? Circles. Draw circles. Here, draw circles around each group. Around each group. Which we have already done. We have already drawn the circles around each group. This is called which mapping, sir? Strategic group mapping. I hope it is understood. It is clear. Anyone has any doubts in first point under competitive strategy? What is the first point under competitive strategy? Identifying the strongest and weakest competitors. Who is the strongest competitor for Maruti, Hyundai and Tata? All others are weak competitors. Why? Because they are following a different strategy. So anyone has any doubts here? Next, the second concept here. No. The second point what we have here is, first point was identifying the strongest and weakest competitors. So the second point here we have is key success factors. Key success factors. KSFs. Key success factors. So what do we mean by key success factor? A clear key success factor means a factor which provides clear, or you can say a favorable business outcome. Something which provides an advantage to me is an example of what? Is an example of key success factors. And remember one thing, it is very rare to find, it is very rare to find more than 2 or 3 key success factors in an industry. Clear? It is very rare to find more than 2 or 3 key success factors in an industry. Let us say for example, sir, manufacturing. Clear? Manufacturing industry. What is a success factor for manufacturing industry? Low cost. Clear? I can say low cost plus high quality. Clear? This can be said, this can be considered as what? This can be an example of key success factor of manufacturing company. Like I'm able to manufacture the goods at a very lesser price, plus I'm also able to manufacture high quality goods. Then distribution. Clear? Then we can say technology. Clear? Technology company. Technology industry. What can be considered as a success factor for technology industry? It can be clear innovation. Innovation capability. Clear? Innovation capability can be considered as what? Can be considered as an example of key success factor of which industry? Manufacturing, technological industry. So manufacturing industry में success factor is low cost and high quality. Tech industry में what is the key success factor? Innovation and capability. I repeat, every industry में key success factors will be same or different? They will be different. Every industry में key success factors will be different. Now, some examples of key success factors. Like how can I say whether an industry is having a key success factor or not? Number one, favorable business outcome. Your favorable business outcome means profits. Example is profits. Then resources. Clear? Example of resources. Resources can be money, machines, labor, money, anything. Then we have product attributes, product features. These are some examples of what? Which will give success to an industry. Any factor which provides success to an industry in the market is called what? key success factors. Clear? So in simple words, these are the examples. In simple words, if I want to write key success factor means factors which affect the ability, which affect the ability of business, of business to prosper in market, prosper in market. So any factor which is helping me to prosper in market, any factor which is here helping me to prosper in market is called what? Key success factor. Remember one thing, key success factors are a precondition for what? For success. Clear? They are a precondition for success. Means if I have key success factors, then only I will succeed in market. If I don't have key success factors, I will not be successful in market. And one more thing, sir, key success factors are different for every industry. Key success factors are different for every industry. Sir, manufacturing industry में success factor is different, education industry में success factor is different, hospitals में success factor is different, courier company industry में success factor is different. Every industry में success factors will be different. Clear? This is what, sir? This is number 2. What is factor number 1? Factor number 1 was identifying the strongest and weakest competitors. Factor number 2, key success factors. Factor number 3, dominant economic forces of an industry. Clear? Dominant economic forces of an industry. Clear? Dominant economic forces of an industry means, in simple words, things happening in an industry. Things happening in the industry. Clear? Things happening in the industry which forces me to change, which forces us to change. Clear? I repeat, those factors in the industry which are forcing us to change are called what? Are called as dominant economic factors of an industry. Example, sir, there are many factors. Example number 1, clear? Example number 1, number and size of competitors. Sir, when number of competitor increases, what is going to happen? Competition increases, profits decreases. I need to change, right? In order to get, then what is factor number 2? Effect of learning curve. Effect of learning curve. Effect of learning curve on industry. Learning curve means yesterday we have seen, right? Learning curve is also called as experience curve. When experience increases, cost per unit decreases. This is one more factors. Then we have entry and exit of firms. Exit of firms. Like let us say when a new company enters into market, competition increases. When an existing company leaves the industry, competition decreases. Then we have here pace of technology change. Pace of change in technology. Clear? Pace of change in technology means at what speed technology is changing. Higher the speed of change in the technology, more money I should invest in technology. Lesser the change, or you can say slower the change in technology, lesser money I have to invest in technology. Then small and dominant companies. Small and dominant companies. Find out small companies and dominant companies in the industry. Small companies को ignore, big companies, dominant companies को keep in mind before you prepare any strategy. Then one more example, number of buyers. Number of buyers. When number of buyers are high, more sales will happen, profits will increase. Number of buyers are less, here number of buyers are less, what is going to happen? Revenue and profits are going to decrease. Here, these are some examples of what? Dominant economic forces of an industry. Clear? Next. Then we have financial attractiveness of an industry. Fourth factor we have is financial attractiveness of industry. Here, financial attractiveness of industry. Obviously, sir, I will enter into an industry only when it is financially attractive. If I feel that I can earn profits, I can earn revenue for my business. If I feel that a business is, if I feel that industry may profits will not be there in future, or if I feel that the industry growth is not there in future, I will not enter into that industry, right? Clear? So financial attractiveness may there are 4 or 5 things what we need to keep in mind. Number one, growth potential of industry. Clear? Financial attractiveness depends upon what? Growth, clear, potential of industry. If industry ka future is bright, if industry ka future is bright, then it is financially attractive. If I feel that industry ka growth in future is going to be very less growth is going to happen in future, then financial attractiveness will be less. Then we have intensity of competition. Intensity of competition. Sir, more number of competitors are there, profits are less in the industry, financially unattractive. Very less number of competitors are there, sales are increasing, profits are increasing, financially attractive. Then degree of risk and uncertainty. Here, degree of risk and uncertainty of industry future. Industry future. Like according to you, future may the business, clear, this industry is certain or uncertain. If you feel that this industry may business is uncertain, don't enter into that industry. If you feel industry may business is certain, then only enter into that industry. That you have to decide. Then intensity of problems. One more factor, intensity of problems. Clear? Intensity of problems in the industry. Clear? Intensity of problems in the industry. Check what are the problems which are being faced in the industry. If you feel that these problems are minor for you, enter into the industry, earn money and succeed. If you feel no sir, this industry may problems are very high, I will not be able to manage my business with all these headache and problems, then better not to enter into the industry. Next, effect of, clear, effect of competition. Effect of competition on profit margin. Profit margin. As I already told you, sir, when competition is high, sales will be very less, because of which profit margin will decrease. If this is the situation, don't enter into the industry. Clear? In case if number of competitors are less, profits are very high, profit margin is high, then enter into that industry. Ability to withstand. Clear? Ability to withstand. Ability to withstand unattractive. Here, ability to withstand unattractive industry forces. Unattractive industry forces. Here, it means even though the industry is unattractive, even though there is a threat in the industry, I repeat, even though industry is unattractive, even though there is a threat in the industry, but you are very sure that you can convert this threat into opportunity, then enter into industry, right? When you are sure. This is called what? These are examples of financial attractiveness of industry. Then we have number 5. That is likely strategic moves. Likely strategic moves of rivals. Here, likely strategic move of rivals. Means, see, I cannot prepare my strategy. Yesterday also we discussed, day one also we discussed. I will never be able to prepare my strategy without taking into consideration what my competitors are doing, right? What my competitors are doing, I will analyze. Based on that only I will prepare a strategy. That is called what? Likely strategic moves of rivals. It means unless a company unless a company, here, unless a company pays attention, here, unless a company pays attention to what its competitors, here, unless a company pays attention to what its competitors are doing, unless a company pays attention to what its competitors are doing, it might end up, it might end up, clear, it might end up flying, it might end up flying blind into blind into competitive battle. Competitive battle means if I don't pay attention to what my competitors are doing, like a blind person, I will enter into the competition where I'm 100% sure I'm going to lose this battle. I'm never going to win. I'm never going to succeed in my business. That is called what? That is called as likely strategic move of rivals. Next, then we have triggers of change. Triggers of change. Clear? Triggers of change. No. So triggers of change means it means, sir, identify and analyze. Here you should identify and analyze changes before making any changes. Before making any changes in the organization. Simple. So before making any changes in the organization, first think, analyze, then decide whether you want to make changes or not. Example, sir. Example is decreasing cost or price. I directly cannot I directly cannot reduce the price, right? I need to analyze. I need to identify why I need to reduce price, how to reduce price, where to cut the price. All this analysis is required, right? Next, then easy availability of funds. Easy availability of funds. Sir, when funds are easily available, I can take a loan and make changes in my business. Then increasing globalization. Increasing globalization. Foreign companies are coming to India. Good products they are bringing to India. Better quality products they are bringing to India. They are giving a tough competition to Indian companies. That is why I should also make changes in my business in order to be at their level to compete with them. Then use of internet and e-commerce. Sir, nowadays many companies are using internet and e-commerce. Sir, I should also start using it. I should also start making changes in my business. Then market innovation is there. Your market innovation is there. So whenever some new innovation comes into the market, I should also try to innovate, right? Entry and exit of firms. Clear? When a new firm enters into the market, try to ensure that your market share doesn't reduce. And when an existing business closes and goes out of the market, try to ensure that your market share increases. Clear? Then we have product innovation. These are some examples. Clear? These are some examples of change. When I should make my change in my business. They are called what? Triggers of change. Then we have nature and strength of competition. Then we have seventh one, nature and strength of competition. Nature and strength of competition. This we are going to discuss in next chapter, chapter 4. That is Potter's 5 forces model. There we will discuss. So how many points are there, sir, in total? In total we have 7 points. Now coming back here, we have discussed meaning of competitive strategy. We have discussed factors to perform industry and competitive analysis. Now going back here, so question number 6 we have done, question number 5 we have done, question number 4 just now we have completed, just now question number 4, then 4 done, 5 done, 6 also done, 7 also done, ANSOP product matrix, 8 also done, ADL matrix, 9 done, GE matrix, 10 done, SWOT analysis and clear SWOT analysis, 11 done, alternative to SWOT, that is nothing but this we have already covered, right? Business level, functional level, corporate level, global strategy. Then question number 12, TOES matrix we have done. Next question number 13 we have is global companies. Like why do companies go global? Means why companies are nowadays becoming global companies, MNC companies. And here we have how many questions pending? Framework of strategic analysis. Okay. So now let us see why do globalization. Now let us see globalization concept. Now let us see globalization concept. Globalization may we have two concepts. Why do people go for globalization? And then we have manifestation or globalization. Why do companies go global? Globalization. Why do companies go global? Yep. Why domestic companies want to become international companies? Why they want to increase their businesses? Like what exactly is the reason? Just 1 minute. So there are many reasons. Reason number 1. So domestic markets, reason number 1, domestic markets are no longer clear, are no longer considered adequate. Considered adequate. Means I feel that clear, I'm producing more number of goods. My quantity of production is very high. Like let us say for example, let us say India. If India may 100 units are required, I'm producing 300 units. I repeat, India may, if my demand of my product is 100 units, I'm producing 300 units. Means I'm producing more than required. It is called overproduction. Since I know that maximum units what people can buy in India is 100 units only, what will I do? I will go to other countries and sell these 200 units. That is why I told domestic markets are no longer considered adequate. It is not adequate, sir. I cannot sell 300 units. Demand itself is 100 units. I cannot sell 300, right? So what do I do? Since I am inadequate, since Indian market is inadequate for the quantity what I produced, I will go to foreign companies, I will go to foreign countries and then sell my product. Then reason number 2. Reason number 2. To reduce, clear, to reduce manufacturing cost, to reduce transportation cost and to reduce taxes. Reduce taxes. Sir, I want to reduce the manufacturing cost. If I manufacture goods in India, it is very costly. I go to China and manufacture. Sir, I manufacture, clear, I am manufacturing goods in China, bringing it to India. Transportation cost is increasing. I will directly manufacture in India only. Plus, I will go to, I will manufacture in that country where tax rates are very less. So, if I want to reduce manufacturing cost, go to other countries. I want to reduce transportation cost, globalize. And then I also want to reduce my taxes. Globalize your business. There is no other option available, right? Next. Then we have number 3, reason number 3. Business wants to grow. Wants to grow. I feel that growth in India is very limited. Here, I feel that growth in India is very limited. I want to increase the growth capabilities of my business. I will expand into global markets. Next, then access to, I want access to cheap raw materials. In my country, raw materials are very expensive, sir. That is why what do? I buy it from your company. I repeat, my country mein raw materials are very costly. That is why I will buy the raw materials from other country, import those raw materials to India, and then start manufacturing the goods. That is one example of what? Access to cheap raw materials. Then interlinked interlinked and interdependent. Interlinked and interdependent economies means nowadays India cannot survive on its own. China cannot survive on its own. Russia, Ukraine cannot survive on their own. They have to depend on each other. India is dependent on China. China is dependent on Pakistan. Pakistan is dependent on US. US is dependent on Russia. All countries are dependent on each other, right? That is why I will take an advantage of that and become a global company. Lower trade barriers. Like in international, I will clear India, my trade barriers are very high. What will I do? I'll go to some other country. I will manufacture the goods there where trade barriers or restrictions are very less. Then mobility of skilled labor. Skilled labor. So nowadays, skilled labor does not want to be only in one country. I repeat, as of today, skilled labor does not want to be there in only one country. Skilled labor today, because of globalization, uh, these employees are traveling across the world. I get a job in US, I can do. I get a job in Russia, I'll do. I get a job in Sri Lanka, I'll do. Wherever I get a job, I'm ready to go. That is called what? Mobility of skilled worker. Then global location of operations. Sir, I don't want, clear? I don't want to be dependent only on one country. I will manufacture my goods in India also. I will manufacture in China also. I will manufacture in Russia also. I will manufacture in Pakistan also. Global location I want. Then infrastructure. Here, I feel that infrastructure in my home country is not good. That is why I will go and start my business in a country where infrastructure is very good. That is one more reason. Then we have creation of regional blocks in order to take advantage of what? In order to take advantage of sales. Example, SARC. Clear? SARC, South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation. NATO. Recently that NATO ka problem is happening, right? Because of Russia and Ukraine are at war because of NATO. European Union is there. SARC is there. These are called what, sir? Regional blocks. I want to take advantage of all these things. Next, sir, successful new product does not remain limited. Your successful new product does not remain limited to some geographical area. Like I innovated a new type of technology, and that technology became very popular, and now foreigners want the technology. I cannot restrict that only to my country, right? When I'm getting opportunities in many countries, what will I do? I will start selling my technology in many countries. These are many reasons. These are not some of the reasons why companies want to go globalization, for going to go for globalization, also called as manifestation of globalization. Clear? Any doubts, anyone? I want to perform the strategic analysis in my business. So strategic analysis is performed. Strategic analysis is performed for what purpose, sir? To to formulate long-term strategy. Long-term strategy. Clear? Short-term strategy is not there, sir. It is long-term strategy. I will perform a strategic analysis in order to formulate what, sir? A long-term strategy means a strategy which is beyond 12 months. And for this, I will divide the analysis into two parts. Internal factors and then we have external factors. Clear? Internal factors, external factors. Internal factors may we have two. Internal factors may we have two. First one we have is performance analysis. Performance analysis. And second one we have is determinants analysis. Determinants analysis. Clear? Now, performance analysis may how do I know about my performance? I can by verifying the sales I can verify. Profits I can verify. I can verify the shareholder value. Shareholder values means whether I am providing manifestation I have written here only. Clear? Manifestation, both the questions I have clubbed and written one answer only. Globalization ka. See here. See, global location of operations, interlinked and interdependent economies, lower trade barriers, infrastructure. Clear? So these points like creation of regional blocks, all like question number 13 and 14 both I have clubbed and written together. Clear? 13 and 14 I have clubbed and written together of a single answer so that it becomes easy to understand. Then customer satisfaction I can verify. Clear? So how do I analyze my performances? Performance analysis can be based on sales, profits, shareholder values, customer satisfaction, etc. etc. Determinants analysis may how, sir? Determinants analysis may I can verify, let us say, operational advantages. Operational advantages. Clear? Operational advantages and financial advantages. Financial advantages. Like I am able to earn more profits than my competitors. Financial advantage. I am able to manufacture more goods than compared to my competitors. Operational advantages. Clear? Then these are internal factors. Then we have external factors. External factors may we can divide these external factors into four parts. External factors we can divide into four parts. First one we have is customer analysis. Here customer analysis. Second one we have is competitor analysis. Third one we have is market analysis. And fourth one we have is last one, environment analysis. Environmental analysis. Clear? So customer analysis, competitor analysis, market analysis, environment analysis. These 4 points come under what, sir? External factors. Example of customer analysis: segment. I can analyze the customer segment like mid-range, clear, middle class customer, poor customer, rich customer. I can analyze customer preference. Clear? I can analyze customer preferences like what they like, what they don't like, what is the price they are ready to pay, what is the price they are not ready to pay, their unmet demands. Clear? Unmet demands. Unmet demands means what customers want from me but I am unable to provide till now. Like what features customers are expecting in my product which I have not given to them till now. That is an example of what? These are all examples of customer analysis. Then competitor analysis. Like what are the factors of I should analyze with respect to my competitors? Let us say for example financial strength. Financial strength. Clear? Then like I should see what is the financial, like finance, is it a strength to my competitor or a weakness of my competitor? Then the distribution channels, I will verify the distribution channels of my competitors. Then I will verify the promotion of my competitors. How is my what are the advertisements done by my competitors? I will also verify the goodwill of my competitors, like the brand value, the image, the goodwill. Market analysis may I will verify the size of market. If market size is big, more number of competitors are there, profits will be less. Then market ka growth, like what is the future of this market? Is this market going to expand or contract? Then cost structure, like what is the minimum price and maximum price at which you are ready to sell a particular product in a market? Barriers to entry or exit to barriers to entry or exit to clear. Barriers to entry or exit means, like let us say for example, entry or exit of firms. If a new, like what will be the impact on my business if a new company comes, and what will be the impact on my business if if an existing company exits the market, and whether you are allowed to exit the market or not. Is it easy to enter or exit the market or not? All these are nothing but barriers to trade. Then economic analysis, environmental analysis, we have economic trends. Here we have economic trends, and then we also have technology changes. Technology changes. Clear? These two are environmental factors. So customer analysis, competitor analysis, market analysis, and environmental analysis. These are four examples of what? These are four examples of external factors. Internal factors, external factors. Like this initial ka 2-3 questions are there, right? These 2-3 questions I have created in a one simple short answer and given you here. So 14 also we have done, 13 and 14. This just now we discussed, right? Internal analysis, external analysis. Question number 3. Here, internal, external analysis, and then strategic analysis. Here we have discussed strategic analysis, and we have discussed uh, components of strategic analysis, that is internal and external. Now let us discuss question number 2. Clear? That is issues to consider in strategic analysis. Clear? Issues in strategic analysis. Issues in strategic analysis. Just a minute. Issues. Sir, there are 3 issues in strategic analysis. Clear? How many issues, sir? 3 issues. Issue number 1, timeline. Clear? Issue number 1, timeline. Issue number 2, balance. Issue number 3, risk. Clear? Issue number 1 is timeline. Issue number 2 is balance. Problem number 3 is risk. Like what is timeline, balance, and risk? These are the 3 problems in strategic analysis. So timeline means, so strategy evolves over time. Strategy evolves over time. Simple means strategy over a period of time changes. But remember one thing. But remember, what do we mean by this? It means small strategy. It means strategy is a result of. It means strategy is a result of small decisions. Decisions, clear, small decisions taken over a period of time. Over a period of time. Clear? What strategy evolves over time, sir. Strategy will not remain same, right? Strategy has to be changed over time. And all the decisions today, what I'm taking today, my decision tomorrow, my decision day after tomorrow, my day-to-day decisions will help me in clear my day-to-day decisions, small decisions every day, which make up a big strategy. If my small decision goes wrong, my complete strategy may be a failure. That is why timeline is a problem. Sir, issue number two, balance. Clear? Issue number two, balance. Strategy, clear strategy is a component. Clear strategy includes both. Strategy should include, strategy should consider both. Clear strategy should consider both internal potential, internal strength and weaknesses, internal factors, that is strength and weaknesses, and external factors, which is nothing but opportunities and threats. And problems are clear. A perfect match may not be possible. May not be possible means, a perfect match means I may not be able to prepare a strategy which is going to increase my strength and opportunities and decrease my weakness and threats. I always prepare a strategy. Clear? I always prepare a strategy keeping in mind what? Keeping in mind my internal strength and weakness and external opportunities and threats. But sometimes what is going to happen? That perfect match may not be able to be possible. Means I may not be able to increase my strength and opportunities. I may not be able to decrease my threats and weaknesses. And then risk. Risk can be of how many types? Risk can be of three types. Clear? Risk can be of three types. Short term risk can be four types basically. Internal, external, clear? Internal risk, external risk, short term, and long term. Clear? Internal, external, short term, long term. Clear? Internal, external, short term, long term. A risk because of my business, internal. Risk because of something which is not under my control, external. A short risk, short term. Clear? And let us say a risk which is beyond 12 months, long term. Clear? So these are nothing but issues in what? Issues in strategic analysis. What are the issues? Timeline, balance, risk. So anyone has any doubts here? No doubts? Okay. Now, I think these concepts we have completed. So these all questions we have completed. There are some small changes. Those changes are questions we will see now, and then we will close this chapter today. We have to see competitive landscape, then core competencies, competitive advantage. These three concepts are pending. Clear? This concept we have already seen. Build, hold, harvest, divest. This we have already seen in BCG. Clear? Now we will discuss competitive landscape. Competitive landscape. Sir, what exactly do we mean by competitive landscape? Sir, competitive landscape is nothing but it's a clear, it is a technique, or you can say it's a technique to analyze Clear? It's a technique to analyze and identify competitors. I repeat, a technique to analyze and identify my competitors. I want to analyze my competitors and identify my competitors. Then what should I do? That technique is called what? Competitive landscape. Competitor can be direct competitor also. Competitor can be indirect also. Clear? So whether it is direct competitor or whether it is indirect competitor, irrespective of that, it will help me to identify my competitors. Example, sir, Bajaj two-wheelers and Bajaj four-wheelers. I repeat, Bajaj two-wheelers and Honda ka two-wheelers. They are examples of what? Direct competitors. Bajaj two-wheelers and Honda ka four-wheelers are examples of what? Indirect competitors. Clear? Tata Tea and Brook Bond Tea, direct competitors. Tea and coffee substitutes, indirect competitors. Clear? But remember one thing, understanding competitive landscape requires what? Requires competitive intelligence. Clear? I repeat, understanding the competitor requires what? Competitive intelligence means it requires application of mind and analysis. Clear? This is called a small concept of competitive landscape. And take a 5 to 6 minutes break. After the break, we will continue with steps to understand competitive landscape. Clear? Take a break of 5 to 6 minutes. So we understood the meaning of competitive landscape. Now let us understand steps in understanding the competitive landscape. Clear? Steps to understand competitive landscape. Steps to understand competitive landscape. Clear? Steps to understand competitive landscape. So step number 1, identify the competitor. Step number 1 is identify the competitor. Clear? Step number 1, identify the competitor. So here what will I do? Here the step number 1 is to identify the competitor, and after identifying the competitor, what I should do? Clear? Collect actual information. Collect actual information about their market share. About their market share. About their market share. Clear? I repeat, I will collect the information. First, what will I do? I will identify my competitor. Let's say Maruti identified that its competitor is Hyundai. After identifying that my competitor is Hyundai, what will Maruti do? Collect all the exact information about their market share. And then in simple words, this step we will decide who are the competitors, and how big are they, simple. Who are our competitors and how big are our competitors? Simple. This is called what? Identifying the competitor. After identifying the competitor, what will I do? Understand the competitor. I will try to understand the competitor. Here I will try to understand the competitor. Step number 2. How to understand the competitor? Clear? How to understand the competitor? Market research report. Read. Here I can go through the market research report. Market research reports I can go through to understand about my competitor. Here I can browse the internet. Here in internet I can find some data about my competitor, or I can newspapers. I can read the newspapers. Clear? Then what else I can do? Social media. Market research reports I can read. I can go through, browse the internet. Newspapers I can receive. Social media. These are some examples of, here these are the some examples of information from where. Using this information, what will I do? Using this information, I will try to understand. Here, I will try to understand. I'll go through all the data about my competitor and try to understand the products and services. The products and services offered in market. Simple. I will go through the newspapers, internet, social media, market research reports, industry reports, all these things I will go through and find out and understand what type of products and what type of services my competitor is selling in the market. In simple words, here we can say we will understand what are the competitors, what are competitors, products and services, products and services. What are the competitors का products and services. Now, first what did I do, sir? I identified my competitor, then analyze the information and try to understand the products and services of my competitor. Step number 3 में I will determine strength of competitor. Determine strength of competitor. Here I will determine the strength of my competitor. How to determine the strength of a competitor, sir? Like let us say for example, I will analyze like this. What is their financial position? Financial position means, is the financial position of my competitor strong or weak? Is finance their advantage or a disadvantage for them? Are they good in finance or are they not good in finance? Then I will also analyze what gives them price advantage. Clear? What gives them the price advantage means my competitor is able to sell a product at a lesser price than compared to me. My competitor is able to sell a product at a lesser price than compared to me. Obviously, that's an advantage, right, for my competitor. But why are they getting that price advantage? How is it possible that they are getting this advantage? Then I will also try to understand what are they likely to do next. What are they likely to do next means what is the next plan of my competitor. Clear? What is the next plan of my competitor? Because if I don't understand my next move of my rival, it becomes very difficult for me to analyze my plan. And then how strong is the distribution network? How strong is their distribution network? Distribution network. Sir, let us say thumbs up. Thus, thumbs up is available in almost every place in the country. I repeat, almost every store, Kirana store in India has kept thumbs up, right? Thumbs up is always available. That is an advantage of having got distribution network. Then, what are the human resources? Clear? Strength of human resources. Means employees. What is the strength of my employees? Like qualification is a strength of my employee or experience is a strength of employee. These are some examples of questions what I need to find the answers for in order to determine what strength of competitor. After determining the strength of competitor, now what will I do? I will determine the threat of my competitor. Clear? Strength yani weakness of my competitor. Determine weakness of competitor. I will determine the weakness of competitor. How do I determine the weakness of competitor? Here, I will go through consumer reports. I will go through consumer reports plus reviews. Reviews in media. Various media. Like I will go through the customers reviews and reports and find out whether the customers are satisfied with the product of my competitor or not. If they are satisfied, it is an advantage. If they are not satisfied, that is a weakness. In simple words, where are they lacking? Where are competitors lacking? This is the question to which I need to find a answer. Next. Then finally, what will I do? Put all the information together. Put all information together. Clear? Put all information together. Here I will put all the information together and try to find out what will business do. I will try to find out what will business do with this information. What will business do with this information? Like, I have lots of information. I know about the strength of my competitor. I know the weakness of my competitor. I know what is competitor good at. I know what is competitor bad at. I know why customers are preferring them, why customers are not preferring them. I have their customers reviews. What should I do with this information? I will decide in step number 5. Next, what improvements? I will also decide what improvements. Here I will also decide what improvements does business need to make. Business need to make. I have analyzed the information about my competitors. I found out that competitor is better than my company. I found out that my competitor is better than my company. Then what are the things in which I need to improve so that I become equally important like my competitor? And then how can business exploit competitor weakness? Competitor weakness. Here, competitor weakness. Like, how do I exploit my weakness? See, my competitor ka weakness I should exploit, then only my business will be successful in market. Clear? So these are 5 steps. Step number 1, identify the competitor. Here, identify the competitor. Step number 2, understand the competitor. Step number 3, determine the strength of competitor. Step number 4, determine the weakness of competitor. Step number 5, put all the information together. These all 5 steps put together are called what, sir? Steps to understand competitive landscape. Then we have next concept. This also we have done. Next we have core competencies. Clear? Then we have core competencies. Now, let us understand what exactly do we mean by this core competencies. Core competencies. Clear? Core competencies. Now what exactly do we mean by core competencies? Core competencies are nothing but capabilities. Capabilities, I repeat, core competencies are nothing but capabilities that provide competitive advantage. That provide competitive advantage. Simple. Sir, why am I getting an advantage over my competitors? I repeat, why am I getting an advantage over my competitors? That is called what? Core competency. The reason that I am getting an advantage over my competitors is called what, sir? Is called as core competency. Sir, the concept of core competency was given by 2 people. That is C.K. Prahlad and one more person called Gary Hamel. Gary Hamel. Clear? I repeat, the concept of core competency was given by C.K. Prahlad and Gary Hamel. And according to these people, core competencies can come in 3 areas. I repeat, core competencies according to these people can be identified in how many areas? 3 areas. Example number 1, sir, competitor differentiation. Competitor differentiation means do something different from a competitor. Customer value. Clear? Customer value. And then application to other markets. Other markets means Number one, try to provide to your customers those clear. Try to provide the features which your competitors are not providing. Differentiation. Try to provide better value to your customers, and try to ensure that you don't work in one or two areas. Multiple markets where your business is there. Then only core competency will come, right? Like let us say for example, core competency ka, let us take an example. We can say kirana store. Clear? Let us take an example of kirana store. Sir, what is the core competency of a kirana store when compared to a supermarket? Like it can provide personal services to customers, free home delivery that fellow can give, credit availability can be there, extended working hours can be there. These are some uh, uh, core competencies. These are some advantages what a kirana store has over its competitors. But what is the core competency of supermarket? Something uniqueness of a supermarket, because why people go to supermarket? What is unique there? Core competency is nothing but something uniqueness. What is the uniqueness of a kirana store? I can provide personal services to customers. I can give free home delivery. I can you can pay me once in a month. That is easily. I can give you credit facility. Plus, I can extend my working hours whenever I want. These are some uniqueness about a kirana store. And what is something unique about supermarket? Like let us say customer convenience. All products whatever you want in one supermarket you will find. On top of that, guarantee of quality will be there. Quality ka guarantee will be given. Why supermarket will not keep unbranded products, or basic brand should be there. Some brand value should be there. Then only supermarket will keep a product, because they don't want to spoil their image, right? And some supermarkets provide their own brand of products, like Ratnadeep is there, DMart is there. They have their own brand of sugar. They have their own brand of jaggery. Plus, the cost of clear cost is always less in supermarket, right? Kirana store person will not give me discount. Supermarket will give me discount. Proper billing system is there. Everything is automated. Machines are there. These are all examples of what? These are all examples of core competency or uniqueness of what, sir? Of a supermarket. So every business is unique. Kirana store has some core competencies. Supermarket also has some core competencies. Clear? No. Clear criteria for a core competency. Criteria for a core competency. Clear? Criteria for a core competency. How do I know whether it is a core competency or not? Number one, clear? It should provide core competency. Should provide access to wide variety of markets. Variety of markets means my uniqueness should not only help me in entering into one market. My uniqueness should help me in entering into multiple markets in the country. Then clear, it should provide core competency should provide customer benefits. Provide customer with benefits. Customer benefits. Customer benefits. It should provide what, sir? Customer benefits. Plus, it should be difficult to imitate. Difficult to imitate means it cannot be easily copied by my competitors. I repeat, it cannot be easily copied by my competitors. Simple. My understood. Next. But question comes, how to build or create core competency. How to create or build a core competency. Sir, number one, first, I repeat, it should be valuable. Number one is valuable. Second thing is rare. Core competency should be valuable. Core competency should be rare. Core competency should be costly to imitate. And then it should be non-substitutable. Here, these are the four features of a core competency. Core competency should be it should be valuable, plus it should be rare. Rare means only few should possess. Only few should possess. Clear? The uniqueness what I'm having should not be there with everyone. Then it is not a uniqueness, right? If my uniqueness, everyone knows, everyone is having the same uniqueness, then it is not uniqueness, right? It becomes a general concept. So that is why my core computation should be rare. It should be only a few people should possess that. Plus, costly to imitate means it is very costly to copy that type of strategy. Non-substitutable means there should not be any substitute for my strategy. Plus, valuable means what? It will help me to exploit opportunities and avoid threats. Simple. Costly to imitate means unable to develop easily. Competitors are unable to develop core competency easily. Clear? My core competency easily. And non-substitutive means my core competency does not have any strategic equivalence. Any strategic equivalence means no other company is equal to my company ka uniqueness. Every company is having uniqueness, but none of the other companies ka uniqueness is like my company. This is called what? Core competency. A very small concept. Now, the last concept what we have in this chapter is competitive advantage. Competitive advantage. Sir, an advantage what I have over my competitors is called what? Is called as competitive advantage. Simple. It is nothing but advantage over rivals. Advantage over rivals. The advantage what I have over other companies is called what? Is called as competitive advantage. Example, company profits. Company ka profits are greater than total industry profits. Industry profits. That is an example of what, sir? That is an example of competitive advantage. I'm having an advantage over your company. Not only forget about your company, I'm having an advantage over market. Then example, sir, my company ka profits are more than the average profits of the total industry. That is an example of what? That is an example of competitive advantage. And there are four features of competitive advantage. I repeat, there are how many, sir? Four features of competitive advantage. Number one, sir, competitive advantage should be what? Durability. What is the feature number one? Durability. Number two, transferability. Number three, imitatability. And number four, appropriatability. Clear? So what are the features, sir? Durability, transferability, imitatability, appropriatability. Clear? Durability means the period over which durability means the period for which business a period for which business has competitive advantage has competitive advantage depends upon what? Depends upon, clear, the period for which I have a competitive advantage means 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. For how many years I have a competitive advantage depends upon what? The rate at which it depends upon the rate at which firms resources and capabilities deteriorate. Means faster, clear, my capabilities become common faster. Okay, faster my capabilities become common, faster I will lose my competitive advantage. Simple. as fast as my competitor develop the same advantage, clear, if my competitor develops an advantage, what I have in with a 6 or 7 months means in that 6 or 7 months only is the period for which what I have is advantage. Simple. Clear? Next. Especially this is durability is a problem, especially in which countries? IT companies. Clear? IT industry. The biggest problem in IT industry is durability. Why? New technologies keep coming, right? The advantage what I'm having right now, I may not have in 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months. Why? When new technology comes, the advantage what I'm having will go back. Then we have imitatability. Means second we have is transferability. Transferability means ability of rivals, ability of rivals, ability of rivals, clear? Ability of my competitors to attack my position, clear, or my competitive advantage. Depends upon what? Depends upon their gaining of no clear skills and resources. Clear? In case if my skills and resources are very easy, the skills and resources what I'm having are very easy, what happens? My competitor will also learn the same type of skills. My competitor will also try to have the same type of resources, because of which my competitive advantage will be transferred to my competitor. Then we have imitatability. Imitatability means competitive advantage, competitive advantage here, competitive advantage depends upon how quickly, here, how quickly competitors are able to build skills and resources, skills and resources fast, clear. Now let us say for example my competitor is able to get this claim, my competitor is able to get the skills what I have, resources what I have within a very less time. Automatically what will happen? That flow is able to imitate my strategy. Since that person is going to imitate my strategy, I may lose my competitive advantage in future. Then we have what? Appropriability. Means appropriability means ability of firms owners, ability of firms owners, clear? Firms owners to appropriate returns on resources. Returns on resources. Means in case if I'm having a competitive advantage, I will be able to generate the returns better than compared to my competitors. So how many features are there, sir? 4. Durability, transferability, imitatability and appropriability. Clear? Appropriatability. Anyone having any doubts here? Any doubts here? No. Okay. So let us discuss some case studies. Clear? Let us discuss some case studies from ICA material. Let us see how questions come from ICA point of view. See here. Rohit Sodi runs a charitable organization for promotion of sports in the country. His organization conducts regular free training camps for youths interested in playing cricket, football, hockey, badminton, and so on. Many of his trainees have reached national level contest. Rohit noticed that with the success of IPL tournament, there is an increasing trend in extending similar format to other sports as well. He wishes to know how the developer is going to help sports and to which industries it will offer opportunities and threats. So Rohit Sodi is having a charitable organization. Clear? Rohit Sodi is having a charitable organization and he is promoting sports. Just like IPL, which is for cricket, he wants to start a tournament like IPL for other sports as well. Like kabaddi is there, clear? Then badminton is there, hockey is there, etc. etc. Now he is asking you, in case if he brings any such concept, assume that he wants to bring that concept in other sports, then which industries are going to have opportunities, which industries are going to have threats? Now let us say, can I say opportunities? Can we say something like this? Sir, opportunity we will write. Opportunity which industries will get? Number one, so stadium. Whenever I want to conduct a big event like IPL for other sports also, stadium I need to take on rent. So stadiums will have an opportunity in our country. Then hotel industry, sir. Hotel industry is another industry which may have an advantage because when players travel from one city to the other city to play the tournament, obviously we need to book hotels. Then manufacturer of sports equipment. This industry will also have an opportunity. Then travel industry will also have an opportunity. Then media, media and television industry, media and television industry will also have what, sir? Advantage. That is an opportunity. In the same way, we also have threats. We also have threats. Which industries may have a threat, sir? Let us say, for example, entertainment industry. Clear? Entertainment industry. Sir, when IPL के जैसा big tournaments are held, people may not be interested to watch movies because of which ticket का prices may decrease, losses may increase, people का footfall may not be there in the theaters. Clear? And event management industry. Clear? These are some examples of opportunities and threats. Who will get opportunity? Who will get threats? Clear? Next. Then we have question number 2. Rohit Patel is having a small chemist shop in the central part of Ahmedabad. What kind of core competencies, Rohit can build to gain competitive advantage over online medicine sellers? So here Rohit Patel is having what, sir? A small chemist shop. He wants to compete. Clear? He wants to have core competencies which will help me. Clear? This Rohit Patel wants to have some core competencies which will help this fellow to have an advantage over its big companies, online companies. So what are the core competencies? How can he fight with big online pharmacies? How can he fight with being a small chemist shop? How can this fellow fight with big companies? Let us see. Sir, can this fellow, clear? Number one, this fellow can provide free home delivery. Free home delivery. Majority of the online apps charge delivery charges, right? This fellow, in order to compete with a big online medicine seller, can provide free home delivery. Number two, fast delivery. Fast delivery of medicines. Since this person is located at a central part wherein he can easily access the complete city, so fast delivery of medicines can be done than compared to online stores. Then provide credit facility. Provide credit facility. Like for regular customers, this person can give a credit facility wherein they can buy the medicines in 1 month and clear their bill after 1 month. That also this person can do. Then take telephonic orders. Take telephonic orders. Like keep a dedicated mobile phone or a telephone or a landline phone for taking on orders over a call. Like those people who are old age, who are not much into technology, they will not be able to make orders online, right? At least that option will be there for these old age people, non-technical people, to call the medical store owner and book a product. Next, maintain extended working hours. Extended work hours. Like keep it open for 24 by 7, like Apollo pharmacies. Keep it open for 24 hours. Clear? So that it becomes easy for people to buy the medicine in your shop. Then provide personal services to customers. Provide personal services to customers. Even though you don't keep a particular medicine, since I am your regular customer, help me in getting that medicine. Try to get that medicine for me. Then I can give discount policy. I can follow a discount policy based on what? Based on the number of orders you make and the value of the order and the quantity of your order. Then I can create here, just like the online people, in case if I become popular, I can create app or a website. Clear? I can also create an app or a website. If people are not comfortable in giving telephonic orders, if a call is not getting connected, at least the option of creating what? An app or website orders will be there. So this is what also I can do. Clear? These are examples of what, sir? Core competency is what Rohit Patel can develop in order to fight with whom, sir? Big online medicine sellers. Next, question number 3. Value for Money is a leading retail chain on account of its ability to operate its business as low cost. The retail chain aims to further strengthen its top position in the retail industry. Marshall, the CEO of the real estate chain, is of the view that to achieve the goals, they should focus on lowering the cost of procurement of products. Highlight and explain the core competency of value for money. Like value for money is a retail chain wherein their advantage as of today is to provide the products at a low cost. They want to further reduce the cost and create a core competency. But how do they want to reduce the cost to? By buying the raw materials at a lesser price. So explain the core competency of value for money. What is the core competency of value for money here? What is the core competency for value for money? High cost or low cost? Low cost. Low cost, more volume of sales. So here you have to write the meaning of core competency, definition of core competency, and explain what is the core competency of value for money. What is the core competency of value for money? Price of its products are very less than compared to competitors, because of which their sales are more than their competitors, which is giving them a core competency and a competitive advantage. Then Suresh Singhania, clear? Suresh Singhania is the owner of Agri-based private company in Sangrur, Punjab. His unit is producing puree, ketchups and sauces. While its products have significant market share in the northern part of the country, the sales are on the decline in the last couple of years. He seeks the help of a management expert who advises him to first understand the competitive landscape. Explain the steps Explain the steps to be followed by Suresh Singhania to understand the competitive landscape. This is a direct question. Identify clear. Step number 1. What is this? Step number 1, sir? Identifying the competitor. Step number 2. Understanding the competitor. Step number 3 and 4. Determine the strength and weakness of competitor. And last step, put all the information together. Next. Sir, Mr. Banerjee. Clear? Mr. Banerjee is the head of marketing department of a manufacturing company. His company is in direct competition with 13 companies at national level. He wishes to study the market position of rival companies by grouping them into like positions. Name the tool that may be used by Mr. Banerjee and explain the procedure that may be used to implement the technique. Tell me which technique I should see. There are 13 competitors. Many competitors are there. If I individually start analyzing the competitors, it will take a lot of time. So I want to create a group of competitors. Based on that, I will Verify. What is that? Strategic group mapping. Direct answer they are asking. And steps in creating a strategic group map you have to write. Next, Atrix Limited. Clear? Atrix Limited is a company engaged in designing, manufacturing and marketing of mechanical instruments like speed meters, oil pressure gauges and so on. Their products are fitted into 2 and 4 wheelers. During the last couple of years, the company has been observing a fall in the market share. This is on account of shift to new range of electronic instruments. The customers are switching away from mechanical instruments to electronic instruments. As a CEO of Atrix Limited, what are the strategic options available with you? What are the strategic options available with you? See, I am manufacturing what's our mechanical parts for two wheelers and four wheelers. But nowadays, people using mechanical parts are very less. Nowadays, all the two wheelers and four wheelers, most of them have what? Electronic parts. Now, in this situation, what should I do? What are the options I have? Number one, sir. Number one, I can buy new technology and start manufacturing here. I can invest in new technology, start manufacturing electronic parts, or enter in, here start something else, some other business where investment is very less, or slowly over a period of time stop manufacturing slowly next 3 years, 4 years, 5 years may slowly stop manufacturing mechanical parts and slowly start manufacturing electronic parts. Or one more option I have, purchase an existing company which is manufacturing electronic parts. How many options, sir? Three options. Option number one, clear? Four options I have. Option number one, close the business, enter into some other business. I repeat, option number one, since people are preferring electronic parts, but since I'm not manufacturing electronic parts, I'm still manufacturing which parts, sir? Mechanical parts. Close the business and start some other business, diversification. Or option number two, now immediately stop manufacturing. Option number two, immediately stop manufacturing mechanical parts, immediately start manufacturing which parts? Electronic parts. Or if I don't have that much money, slowly, third option may slowly, I will stop manufacturing and I will eliminate manual items from my business, and slowly, I will start manufacturing electronic instruments in my business. Or last option, fourth option, existing company ko you purchase. If you have that much money, if you have that much knowledge, then purchase the existing company only who is manufacturing what? Electronic instruments rather than mechanical instruments. These are the options available to whom? These are the options available to Atrix Limited. Next, Dinesh Yadav. Clear? Dinesh Yadav is the owner of a beverage company in Sonipat, Haryana. His unit is producing fruit juices, cold drink, soda and lime. While its products have significant market share in the northern part of the country, the sales are on a decline in the last couple of years. He seeks the help of a management expert who advises him to first understand the competitive landscape. Explain the steps to be followed by Dinesh Yadav to understand the competitive landscape. Direct question we have discussed just now. Just now we have discussed the same concept. Next. Speed is a leading retail chain. Okay, Speed is a leading retail chain on account of its ability to operate its business at a low cost. The retail chain aims to further strengthen its top position in the retail industry. I think this concept, this type of problem, we have just now seen this question. Yeah, like value for money company. Telecom industry. Clear? Telecom industry is at a rapid speed in India, growing at a very fast speed in India. There is cutthroat competition among service providers. Identify the capabilities that will best serve as a source of competitive advantage. Sir, how sir technology industry may provide very less cost pay, provide package plans to customers, prepaid and postpaid plans to customers, which are better than competitors. Simple. These are all. Then we have Sridhar. Clear? Sridhar, who is running a medium-sized cloth manufacturing business in Panipat, wishes to understand the driving forces that trigger change. He has sought your advice for common drive forces. This is a direct question. Mohan has joined as the new CEO of XYZ Corporation and aims to make it a dominant technology company in the next 5 years. He aims to develop competencies for managers for achieving better performance and a competitive advantage of XYZ Corporation. Mohan is well aware of the importance of resources and capabilities in generating competitive advantage. Discuss the four major characteristics of This what they are asking you, characteristics of competitive advantage, direct question. Clear? These are now the descriptive questions. Clear? These are descriptive questions which you can see on your own. Clear? So with this we complete this chapter. New chapter we will start in next class, that is in tomorrow's session. Clear?